Go ahead and kick things off, and I'll make sure I get us all squared away here.
Alrighty, sounds good. Well, folks, thanks for tuning in here. We are in Linville, Sully. Actually, we're here in Sully, Iowa for Wayne versus Linville, Sully. It's 6:44. Temperature tonight is 67 degrees. A little look here for the forecast. Sun sets at 7. It'll be 65 degrees at 7, and then a 40% chance of rain at 8 o'clock, being 63 degrees. But then the rest of the night looks to be clean, good weather. A little windy, a little cool, but that's football season here in Iowa. So we're going to kick things off. Kevin, at this point in time, sports is in a great place. You have college football in full swing. All the Iowa teams doing well.
Yeah, what are you doing tomorrow, Seth?
Well, I'll be attending the Iowa Middle Tennessee game, but hopefully they can keep it up and improve their rankings to get into Penn State. But anyway, NFL's in full swing, and then you've got any of you MLB fans, the postseason's
we're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
Well, nope. That ended a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for some of you it did. But anyway, sports is in a great place, and so is Wayne football. Wayne comes into tonight on a hot streak, playing really well. They've been fine-tuning their team, and they're ready to go tonight. One notable injury report tonight is Jackson Cobb, the starting junior receiver, kicker, skill player. He is out with a back injury. Took some x-rays, MRIs, whatever you'd like to call it, or whatever happened. And he's has some bone chipping in the back area, so he will not be suited up tonight.
Hey, we've got some additional info on the injury front, though. Last week we got a little worried, and when we saw Brady Langloss, the senior fullback linebacker, go down with a leg injury and left the game, didn't play in the second half, and but he has returned, and we do have your Hy-Vee Distribution Center starting lineups, and let's see, that's Linville Sully, and I'm going to let you, well, let me do Linville Sully because I got their pronunciations from the PA crowd.
Okay.
And then we'll let you do the Falcons, all right?
Sounds
So
good.
your Hy-Vee Distribution Center starting lineups, we're in a pregame here, and we'll change that so it's a little cleaner on your Coddington scoreboard. But right now, they're wearing blue. We're in Sully. We couldn't resist putting monsters up there. The offense for Linville Sully, pretty much everything goes through number 2 quarterback Kenneth McFarland. He's a senior, and for their team stats in almost every category, he's leading. So that's the main guy that the Falcons will be keying on. Number 9, Slater Young. Number 21, Jacob DeHoot. Number 25, Ethan Wyma. Number 40, Skylar Sanders. Number 51, Mason Rodabaugh. Number 57, Peyton Van Wyk. Number 60, Chance Stock. Number 75, Logan Ingersoll. Number 76, Miles Mental. And number 86, Zane Fraker. I think he is McFarland's favorite target on the season. So you got McFarland and Fraker are 2 of their offensive skill position people. And yeah, we're all ready for your Hy-Vee Distribution Center starters for the Falcons. Take it away, Seth.
All right, so the Falcons tonight, it's going to be a defensive starting lineup. So previously we'd started out with Jackson Cobb, but he is not on tonight. So we're going to start off with number 5, Gunnar Fogel, that senior, 6'1", 158 pounds. Chasen Kiefer, who everyone knows, senior, 6'2", 185. Quarterback Brett Whitehall, which tonight he'll be the middle linebacker. Tay Van Dyne, cornerback, defensive back. He's a senior at 150 pounds. He's going to be coming in number 18. Brady Langloss, who we discussed earlier, he's going to be coming in number 24. He's going to play a crucial role and help the Falcons shut down McFarland tonight. He's going to kind of lead the defense tonight. Jaden Halford is also going to play another key role in being a defensive leader over the middle, bringing in signals, relaying it to the rest of the field and team to make sure everything's going cooperatively. Zach Miller, number 52, is going to be your next kid coming in there. Justin McConaughey, number 70, Luke Carpenter, number 72, Matt Davis, and that's going to do it there for the Falcons. So basically tonight, the key things for the Falcons are to go out there and basically do what they've been building on in the previous weeks, is to go out there and play hard, play fast, play physical, play smart, take care of the small things, and it'll all build and everything should go as planned. If I'm Coach Whitehall, I get out of the gate as far as the coin toss, and depending on who wins, either side probably should be thinking this way: you want the ball first and get up on whoever has the ball. You want the ball and you want to get going fast because you want to give the other team kind of show them your mentality. But the Falcons need to key on that: get the ball, score fast, score a lot, put lots of biscuits in the basket, and things should be. It should just be a very good game. So.
Okay, we're going to have the national anthem here, but for you folks at home, we're going to give you a couple of minutes of a pre-recorded interview with Coach Whitehall earlier. So let me get that fired up while they play the national anthem here at the stadium.
We're here with Falcon head coach Jeff Whitehall. Coach, first of all, congratulations on a homecoming win that couldn't have been much better. Only downside was an injury to was it Brady Langloss? How's he doing? Back on the road this week, going to Linville-Sully, and the Hawks were the district champions a year ago, graduated much of their team. What do you look for against Linville-Sully? Really no secret to how to beat the Falcons this year. In the 2 losses, we're -8 in the turnover differential. In the 3 wins, we're +4. So it's easy to identify, but really hard to enforce. The game plan has to be keep the ball on the ground. They give up a ton of yards, and we have one of the better rushing offenses in the state. Is that the game plan against Linville-Sully? You cut the penalties down, you've cut the turnovers way down, and it's back-to-back wins so far. So the offense is looking good, the defense is looking good. Everybody seems to be playing together as one. Wayne is not only leading the district in rushing yards this season so far, but their 1,540 yards compare favorably. If you add the number 2, number 3, and number 4 teams in the district together, they only have 19 more rushing yards than Wayne does. All 3 phases of the game seem to be clicking well for the Falcons. Good luck against Linville-Sully this week.
Okay, that was Coach Whitehall. And he's optimistic about the Falcons. And, you know, frankly, the more I look at it, Seth, the more optimistic I am too. And these people have gone out of their way to be hospitable to us. As we entered town here, they had the place decorated for us, mostly in white. And then we show up here, and they start playing Back in Black, and you know, they put all these homecoming things, thinking, you know, maybe we're not done with homecoming yet. We'll just go ahead and have a second one tonight.
Right. You know, I think they're actually trying to kind of help us out because, you know, we kind of are a team that's been at some points have been kind of looked down on, and so now we're being a very productive football team, and so they wanted to celebrate our good homecoming win last week. So it was nice of them to decorate that in our colors, of course, because we're out there wearing white tonight. So that was very courteous of them to decorate the town in our fashion. So it was a nice warm welcome as we came into town, but I'm not sure if they're prepared for what is going to be coming at them tonight, because these Falcons are ready to go. And, you know, these Sully Monsters, I don't think they have much monster in them, but the Falcons definitely do.
The trash has begun.
Well, yeah, and it's not going to get too trashy, but the Falcons know what they need to do, and they're a smaller team. And as you come out here tonight, and I'm sure people that look around during the warm-ups see the size of team, but the Falcons, you know, they're more determined, I feel like, and they're more fast and physical, and they have to do that because they are a smaller team. So everybody has to bond together and do their job and own up to it, and you don't have other guys to fall back on.
Do you have this on the camera? And we didn't even check. Can we get both of these or either of these windows out, do you think?
We can, because they did on the other side.
Both of them or just one of them?
Both of them.
Let's go ahead and try that, because it looks a little foggy on the screen. Let's give it the old heave-ho here.
Referee Parker indicates that Linville-Sully will receive.
So as the referees do so, they Linville-Sully will receive, and the Falcons will kick off to the west. So that'll set your game up here. So the Falcons that's going to kind of create a predicament for them due to the
Try it
fact
all
that
the way
we are lacking our starting kicker. So it looks to me like it'll be not for sure who will come in to replace those duties, but the Falcons will adjust and adapt to the environment and the things that happen within the game and do their best to go out there and take care of business. So we're working to get these windows taken out of here so we can give you guys that are tuning in live on your smartphones, laptops, desktops, whatever it may be, live streaming, give you the best view possible. And just, it's a beautiful night now, actually. The clouds are kind of seem to go away, and just a beautiful night for some football. So we're finishing getting this last window out and getting ready for kickoff. So 2 seconds, and we're going to have this thing ready to go. So we are free. We're ready to go here. So we're at Linville, Sully, in Sully. 12 minutes on the clock. It looks to be Jaden Halferty is getting ready to kick it away here for the Falcons. So Jaden's going to come in and try to take care of the duties of the injured Jackson Cobb. So
What's the? I'm kind of twisted around here. Are we moving from the south to the north? Is that the way this is?
well, I was thinking east to west, but
Okay.
I guess most are north to south. But
Fielded at the 13. Hit hard.
oh yeah,
Who's that? Halferty? Yep.
Brady Langloss comes
Brady
in for the
Langloss,
tackle.
sorry.
So Brady Langloss goes down early in the game last week. Appeared to have a hurt ankle, but he comes out fired up, makes that tackle. So that's great to see out of him.
1st and 10 from their own 28. Linville Sully has first crack. And a quick start is what the Falcons are looking for. And we'll see how they do starting out on defense. Thanks again, Hy-Vee Distribution Center pregame show, and Kiefer and one of the big guys on the line
McFarland runs the ball.
was the first one there.
First for the Falcons, that is Luke Carpenter.
Yeah, it was Big Luke, homecoming king, on homecoming.
King Carpenter getting it done there. All right, Linville's going to split out.
Loss of a yard to the 27, 2nd and 11. Flag stops the action.
Yeah,
Well, the
it's gonna-
broadcaster catches his breath from taking windows out.
Hmm.
Woo! Don't get old, Seth.
Indication is encroachment against the Falcons.
Encroachment on the Falcons.
Be a 5-yard mark off and bring up about 2nd and 7 or 8.
So that's going to set the ball on the 32-yard line. For Linville, they got double split to the left, double split to the right. Quarterback is in shotgun with a tight end split back on the right. He drops back, looks to the right, he throws it. airs it out
Hit
over
hard
the
by
middle.
Kiefer, but he completes it to the Falcon 45. Kiefer laid out the quarterback.
Is complete to Zane Fraker.
Let's try that.
For the Hawks, the ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line.
23-yard pickup is a first down for Linville Sully. From the Wayne 45, 1st and 10. We're in the first quarter. 11 minutes left in it. And the handoff will go nowhere thanks to Carpenter. Drops him in the backfield.
I think that was
Boy, when he becomes king, I mean, he just treats him royally bad here.
Yeah, and he puts a monster hit on that running back there. Kind of lost his balance, but Carpenter just did what he did to take him down, and he wasn't getting past him, that's for sure. So
Loss of 5 to midfield makes it 2nd and 15. And we'll clean up the Coddington scoreboard after this play, and it's
up the middle,
run.
but snuffed out by the Falcons.
Yeah,
Stood
not
up
back
there.
to the original line yet.
Young, tackled by a group of Falcons.
A flock.
Second down now and 13 or 14.
As Jared Chambers would say, a flock of falcons. Exactly.
Linville Sully makes some substitutions. They're getting ready to set up. Trips left, double right.
Third down.
Single back in the set. He motions over across to the left side. Quarterback makes a couple calls. High snap, over the middle, looking, completion.
Van Dyne has him, but he's still running.
Yeah, Kevin, we got to make sure we try to lock down that the center of the field here. That's where we've gone 2 passes have come complete over the middle for a good gain. So we got to make sure we kind of bunch things to the middle and try to make sure that those passes aren't being complete. So Van Dyne's going to get a little talking from the coaching staff, kind of get things worked out here in the first couple minutes of the game. But
first down for the Hawks at the Falcon 25. If you need help protecting your future, call or stop by and let Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Troy Umbenhauer assist you. 212 South Franklin, 872-2725. Under pressure, Kinnick lofts it high toward the end zone. Complete for a touchdown.
Yeah, just right back over the middle. Again, that's the first 3 or 4 plays. The Falcons have fallen victim to over the middle passes. And when we played them last year, that was exactly what they did. They just ran a little 5-10 yard into the middle of the field, and that quarterback just kind of lobbed it over. So obviously the game plan seems to be staying the same. So the Falcons need to make some adjustments and come back at Linville.
Did you catch the receiver on that?
I did not.
We've got
Terrell made the tackle.
Thomas Funeral Home. Well, the run by the quarterback is good. And McFarland's run puts Linville Sully up 8-zip. They couldn't have wanted anything better than what they just got. A 23-yard completion, a 24-yard completion, and a 25-yard touchdown completion. And they get the conversion on the Thomas Funeral Home PAT, and they are up 8-zip over Wayne early here in the first. And again, that was probably somewhat of a scripted.
Yeah, those are definitely within the 5 or 10 scripted plays of the coaching staff, because they looked at the game film and knew what we struggled with last year and things like that. So they came at us with the same game plan, come at us over the middle. And in previous games, they probably looked too and saw that we were a little lacking on the pass coverage. But overall, it's early, so 9 minutes and 17 seconds left. They're going to kick it off here. Dayton Jacobson and Chase and Kiefer back. McFarland, little pooch kick over the middle.
One hop fielded by Langloss and runs it straight forward. He'll get close to the 40.
All right, the Falcons are going to set up shop here on the 40-yard line.
That's probably a 15-yard return or so.
I think so.
Moving the ball to that area. That's Brady Langloss for the Falcons.
All right, both teams are going to make needed substitutions in and out, get their formation set up. Whitehall sets up the huddle here, breaks it.
Ball's on the left hash. Falcons in the eye behind Whitehall.
Fogel and Dayton on the right side. Looks over, passes it to the right side. Overthrown the head of Dayton Jacobson.
Yeah, Dayton was expecting that quite a bit quicker, I think.
Yeah, I think so, or maybe even more. It might have been read up as maybe a little of a bloop pass to get him and cut up right there at the hash. And I think Brett thought he was going to get out maybe a little farther to the numbers and cut up the sideline. But incompletion there for the Falcons, bring up 2nd down and 10. Whitehall under center, trips bunch to the right. Whitehall pitches it to Kiefer off the right side, cuts up the middle, slips, and is taken down.
Pitch out goes to Chase Kiefer. He slips as he
That's going to be a negative gain of a yard or two, so the Falcons set up shop. It's 3rd down. They need to really get something going here.
3rd down and 12 or 13.
3rd and 12 for Wayne.
Yeah, not the start the Falcons were looking for, but maybe a little bit of a longer bus ride got them a little lackadaisical here in the beginning, but they'll come around and get things going.
Anytime it'd be all right,
Yep.
you know what I mean? 3rd down, and the fakes the handoff and under pressure. Now he gets away and throws it. It's complete to, is that Halfrey?
Halfrey.
Diving for the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a good solid move there by Halford. He lowered his shoulder and The defender noticed that he was doing that, so goes for the ankles, and he dives and gets the first down. So good effort there.
Good job by Whitehall to elude the
Uh-huh.
sack in the backfield.
Yeah, a little slippery off the outside. Sheds a tackle and keeps the play alive. So
So 13-yard pickup is an Allerton Lumber first down for the Falcons, now at the 48 of Linville Sully. Handoff up the middle is Kiefer, and he's pushing his way across the 45 into maybe the 43. Gain of 5, 6.
Tackled by Slater
Yep.
Young and others.
a 6-yard gain.
Second down and 4.
So it's going to be 2nd and 4 here for the Falcons. They're finally getting something moving here. Jacobson up as the tight end. Fogel split to the right. Spencer split to the left. Whitehall under. Hands it off to Kiefer up the right side to the middle.
Near the sticks.
It'll be close. It's going to be really close.
Chase Kiefer again with the carry.
They're going to mark it a yard short, it looks like.
For the Hawks, third down
I'd
and
say
1.
less than a yard even. That's I'm going to call it the 39, gain of 4, 3rd and 1, sorry.
So same formation here for the Falcons. A monkey call right up the middle is Whitehall. He's going to get the gain. Should be a first down for the
Brad
Falcons.
Whitehall with the quarterback sneak.
Boy, where this official standing isn't very. Wow,
That was a non-generous.
yeah, that was
Case
not
is
at all.
down and short.
Wow, that, well,
No registered gain on the keeper by Whitehall.
you know, and I would have thought a forward pressure rule would have came into that because it sure looked like Whitehall's head was over the stick line, but he's going to set up, hands it off,
Oh.
fumble.
And they're going to be short even if Wayne recovers. It's going to be Linville Sully ball.
Ball is loose.
Yeah, this is not how the Falcons wanted to start this game. Ball control.
Recovery, so it'll be first and 10 for the Hawks. In the area of
Ball
the
control victimizes the Falcons
39
once again
line.
as this
That
season.
looks
That's
like
kind of been
right
a
before
key
the
thing to
first
work
and 10
on,
Hawks.
stay focused on is ball control, because when you control the ball throughout the game, then, I mean, that limits little turnovers like this. And when you need a first down to keep things, to keep the ball moving, you got to have that ball control.
That was ruled a fumble recovery, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. So
At their own 40.
Linville double split left, double split right. Motions left to right. Hands it off. He's
Oh,
gonna
and he got a timely block.
yeah.
Tackled by Jacobson, but in Falcon territory.
Yeah, the ball comes out, but they're gonna call him
The
down.
ball comes loose at the end, but whistle already blown.
Those of you
Ball
watching
to the
the live stream, bear with me here. I'm
47-yard
trying to
line.
get it so that the video can see. We're cutting off the numbers on the bottom side of the screen. So
Taylor Van Dyne.
We do have plenty of cowbell. I'll give them that.
yeah,
First down for Linville Sully at the Falcon 47. They are already leading 8-0 with about halfway through the first quarter. Handoff up the middle and hit by Langloss,
Yeah, that was a big stick.
Up the middle.
but it's a gain.
By Brady Langlois.
and Terrell
Looks like he
lays
gained
out a
yard or two,
receiver
second
going
down
up the
and
middle.
2nd and 7 from the Falcon 44.
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Okay, let us know any kind of feedback you got on our text line 641-870-4469 as Kinnick McFarland takes the snap, and it's a quarterback draw.
Matt Davis bringing him down there.
Yep. He held on.
Yeah, right around the 38, nope, 42-yard line, 43.
Brings up a third
Gain of
down
a yard.
and 7.
Catch myself coming up with the wrong yardages when you come back down the opposite side of the field. You see the numbers. And all right, Linville's going to set up.
3rd down.
Trips on the right, double on the left. McFarland in the shotgun's going to motion. It's going to be offsides on Linville, it looks to me like.
Penalty marker.
The receiver on the right side, and then the Falcons went into the line. This, I would expect, is going to be called, yes, had to be.
It's a third down now and about 12.
Back to the 48, where it'll be 3rd and long. still on the Falcon side of the field where it's been most of this first quarter.
Yeah, and Halfordy doing a little bit better job here, I can see. Relaying some calls, talking to his defense. Van Dyne's in for Carpenter. It's going to be tough. He better get off the field.
And Coach Whitehall wants a timeout to help his homecoming king get off the court or off the field. And this is brought to you by Wayne County Hospital, dedicated to providing quality health care close to home, serving the region, caring for you at the Wayne County Hospital. So here's where we're at right now. 4:37 left in the first quarter. It is Linville Sully Hawks 8, Wayne Falcons 0. Linville Sully's ball at the Falcon 48-yard line, where it is third and a bunch. They're behind the sticks here. Third down, and they've got to get to the 37, so about 11, 12 yards left to go. Construction service and supply. From small hand tools to lumber, Allerton Lumber has what you need for your next project. Stop by at 220 North Central Avenue. Allerton Lumber, proud sponsor of Wayne football.
Alrighty, 3rd and 11 here for Linville. Same formation. McFarland shotgun. He's going to motion the receiver left to right.
Fakes the handoff.
Drops back over the right side. Completion.
Looks
like
pass is complete to Zane Fraker.
Boy, I don't think they have an incompletion yet, do they?
No, they don't. Yeah, so Linville's keying on these short passes.
5-yard pickup, but it's 4th down.
Yeah, and that's another thing that Linville, we see here, that they just substituted 4 in for 4, and so that, as a bigger team, that comes into where you can switch guys out in bunches, so you can run.
Tell the folks at home what you picked up about the punter. Oh, my goodness, he's laid out. He was laid low by Brett Whitehall.
Yeah, and that's McFarland, and I don't think he's going to probably want to punt again, but it is
Wayne,
Linville's ball.
Wayne couldn't pick it up on the sideline. Linville Sully did.
Yeah, he put a big stick, and I think there's probably a body impression out there right around the 40-yard line.
I don't know if anybody possessed it along the way, but it ended up with a Hawk recovering the ball.
The signal on the field was Linville Sully ball on the near sideline.
You know, Kevin, if we were ESPN could replay that, that would be kind of cool. That was a giant stick.
And if ifs, ands, and buts were cookies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Remember that too, Seth.
That was a good one.
Now and again, for those who maybe don't follow football so much, the guy in the white hat down there is the one in charge of all the other officials. And they're all kind of pointing at the general area of the field where contact with the ball first occurred. And now I'm a good lip reader. They're saying, hey, leave us alone, let us talk to the Linville Sully coaching staff who's trying to get in their ear. Big hunk. Oh, that's his hat. So he threw that down probably where the first contact with the ball was, which is at about the Falcon 43. And again, the punter was also the quarterback. It was a low bouncing kick, and now I think they are going back to the original ruling, moving the ball.
Yeah, multiple substitutions here for the Falcons. We'll have to see.
I think they're bringing the defense back out. I haven't seen an official ruling, and they're only talking to one side, so I imagine Coach Whitehall is going to want an explanation when this part is done.
Yeah, but the Falcons are going to set up an offense. Referees begin to back off. So it's going to be your Falcons ball here. 3 minutes and 55 seconds, so this quarter is flying by.
Where Linville Sully recovered the ball, I doubt whether anybody had possession.
Ball's at the 32.
Falcons, and so, despite the fact that Linville Sully recovered, they did not advance the ball past the first down.
Technically,
in 4 plays. So
if they didn't recover, if they were out of bounds and
Right.
didn't have control of it, they did not recover.
Right, exactly.
From their own 32, handoff is to Chase Kiefer, toward the right side, and he didn't get much, if any.
Yeah, he's not getting anything tonight. He is getting stopped within
You
a
think
yard
footing's
or so.
an issue?
Well,
I mean, it's kind of wet.
right, and as we came into the stadium here, all the bleachers are just covered in water, and the field it looks wet and kind of tore up as it is. So
2nd and 10, Wayne from their own 32. Dropping back, Whitehall looking to throw.
Oh,
he's
he's
hit,
fumbled.
but he gets the ball off, and Jacobson has it. He's free, heading to the end zone. Put the biscuit in the basket.
yeah, there we go. The Falcons get it going.
68-yard touchdown pass.
Good execution by Whitehall. Even though he's hammered at the throw, he follows through, launches it down there.
Stood his ground and followed through. You're exactly
Yeah,
right,
he
Seth.
puts the biscuit in the arms of Jacobson, and he takes it in there for the Hardy's biscuit in the basket.
Oh, yeah. Jacobson put the gravy on it.
Yeah, he did.
And we are with 3:14 left in the first quarter. Falcons are within a Thomas Funeral Home PAT of tying this game. Whitehall under center, takes the snap, rolls to his right, throws, and it is
Incomplete.
incomplete. PAT fails. And Linville Sully leads 8-6. And the Coddington scoreboard is being updated. All righty. Boom, just like that. 2-play drive, and the Falcons respond, taking a little bit of momentum back. And certainly this crowd right in front of us, this homecoming crowd at Linville Sully, who got a lot quieter right there.
Yeah, and if you look, Kevin, I'll give the viewers here not quite the audience that Wayne has, but there's a good
And
number of people
a fair
here.
amount on the far side in the smaller bleacher section. And this is, quite a long trip for a rainy night.
Right, but Falcons are not fair weather fans, so they're going to travel to watch this team play. So
We are ready for your People's Company kick, and it will be Jaden Halferty teeing it up in Jackson Cobb's absence.
they're playing all the right music for the Falcons to really get fired up here. Little AC/DC as he kicks it
And
away.
It's a low, but end over end, fielded at the 19 and running straight
Oh,
up the
boy.
field, and he's got some room. It's going to be all the way unless Straight Jacobson can catch him.
Yeah, Straight looks like he kind
Unbelievable.
of slowed up a little bit at the end. I don't know.
Unbelievable. There was contact, but no downing, and that is a 81-yard kick return.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3 for sure. Tackles missed just by not wrapping up, kind of trying to tackle at the waist. And it has to be. There are people flying around here. Looks to be like they're losing their footing everywhere.
Was that number 25, Wyma?
It looked to be number 25. Maybe not quite the ground crew that we have at Upperly Field to maintain this, but with all the rain coming through.
14 seconds to go, 81 yards. He's not going to win a track meet with that kind of a... Whoa! One more. That was the best cheerleader throw I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was good.
And I wasn't ready. I can't believe that.
That's the second time, Kevin, we've been doing.
You got an arm, though, girl.
Yeah, that was good. Kind of out of the corner of our eye, we see it, and then
Penalty against Wayne on the Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt. We'll redo it. Caught that at the last second, and I was not ready. And with the reader glasses here, it throws off your depth perception. It really does. I'm coming up with every excuse I possibly can. Quarterback trying up the middle, and it's
ball's out.
no.
That's no
PAT
good.
fails.
Back and forth we go here between the Falcons and the Hawks.
14-6. Linville Sully, not Lineville.
I almost caught myself doing that earlier.
Yeah. Linville Sully, the Hawks lead the Falcons in the Battle of the Birds, 14-6 here with 3 minutes exactly left in the first quarter. And we're still in homecoming. Storming back home. So if you're in Wayne County and you're listening to us, hopefully you're in a safe place. It's dark and yucky looking here, but temperature's around 70 at kickoff?
Right.
And there doesn't appear to be rain falling. Everything here is wet, but we are safe. We're in the press box, and so you're here with us. Okay, you're safe too right now. And your People's Company kick. It's a little high pooch fielded at the 40 and down right away. Who we got here? That's Fogel, Gunnar Fogel with the kick return of 0 yards.
Yeah, Kevin, gaining word here that tornado watch back where we are, so everybody definitely take shelter. Keep an eye out, stay safe out there.
Falcons hitting a storm of their own. Linville Sully jumping on them for 14 quick points. That's the most they've scored in a game. I think they had 15 once.
Yeah, 15 is the highest.
Kiefer trying to get to the outside and finally does for a very short gain.
Chase Kiefer has run out of bounds on that north sideline.
Yeah, this is east-west field. And we're looking north. Your camera is facing north, folks. Gain of 3 for Kiefer on first down, and Falcons step up to the line. Whitehall under center will hand it off. Second back is, I believe, Kiefer again, but it's going to be a very short gain again.
And he was
ball's just shy of the 45, but we'll call it there. 3rd and 5 for Wayne as they get near midfield. Spencer wide out to this side. Ball's on the right hash and under some pressure, and Whitehall will not get away this time, and the whistles will stop it even though he's still on his feet.
Yeah, although on paper, Linville doesn't seem to be all that aggressive as far as tackling and things. And
wow, they took that back quite a ways.
Yeah, giving up a lot of yards, but they are taking care.
Loss of 8 on the play.
Of the Falcons in their rushing game. Who's on to kick?
Fogel?
Looks to be.
Oh, high snap over his head.
That is not good.
And it bounces their way, and he just falls on it inside the 10. Boy, that's one I'd about try picking up and running back.
Yeah, it'd have been close. I don't know if he could have gotten out far enough, but he could have tried. In that situation, it's a tough call because what happened, you got to make sure you keep control of the ball, and if it is wet out there, the ball could be wet. And I mean, obviously, giving up all of those yards and putting them in a 1st and goal position is.
Can you tell a yard line for us?
Looks to be about the 7-yard line.
7-yard line or so. Oops. 6 or 7.
1st and goal. Linville Sully from the Falcon 6. Pitched left, and he's going to head for the corner and get shoved out short.
Ethan Weimer.
Weimer the runner. Weimer. Where are we at now? About the 4?
Yep, 4-yard line.
And goal from the 4.
McFarland brings the play in.
2nd and 4. Linville Sully from the Falcon 4 leading the game already, 14-6.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm looking for him to throw it, kind of dump it over the middle maybe. Just going to hand it off to the right side. It's going to get snuffed out.
Carpenter helped finish that, but just now getting up. Langloss with the first hit.
Luke Carpenter
No gain there. Third down and goal from the Falcon 4.
The third down and 4 from the, third and 4. Third and goal from the 4.
Alan Wilson is a proud sponsor of Wayne Football. Miles Law Firm, 107 West Jackson in Corydon, 872-2343. Go Falcons. Play clock running down, and
Timeout, Linville Sully.
he's pointing Wayne's direction, the official is. But with the play clock down like that, it had to be a timeout, Linville Sully. But either way, we are in a Wayne County Hospital timeout dedicated to providing quality health care close to home, serving the region, caring for you, Wayne County Hospital. Falcons in some deep doo-doo on their own 4-yard line, backs up against their goal line, and they're looking at going down 2 touchdowns if they can't turn something around. And if you're wanting to turn things around, maybe looking for purchasing a home could be the single largest investment you'll ever make. That's why it's so important to work with someone you trust, like a mortgage loan specialist from Great Western Bank. They are helping make life great. First quarter, Falcons down 14-6. And needing a big defensive play, 2 big defensive plays here in order to keep it from getting worse. Third and goal, Linville Sully, Falcon 4-yard line. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Pitch to the deep man. He's going to throw it to the corner. Knocked down by Fogel. Incomplete.
He got one hand on it there. I don't know if he could have reached out for 2 or not, but I think by the time he would have gotten 2, he'd have been out of bounds.
Well, and the question on my mind is he reached for that with the left hand, which was the inside hand toward the receiver. Is that the? I mean, obviously, whatever you can get to it with, but typically you want to do it with the hand away from the other
opposite hand and knock it down because
to avoid the possible penalty.
Right.
The snap, the hold, the field goal attempt
it's wide
is
right.
wide right.
The Linville Sully field goal attempt is no good. So the ball
Falcons hold.
for the Falcons.
Yeah, good effort here from the Falcons to just make a bad situation and just kind of.
And since that got to the end zone, that is a touchback.
All right, after that recent timeout, the Falcons hopefully have something ready to go here. Coaching staff set something up.
Yeah, they need to get fired up. They're not running on all cylinders. If you're wanting to run on all cylinders, take your vehicle to Gobin Automotive. They're owned and operated by Andrew Gobin, Ford Senior Master Tech, 19 years of experience in auto repair, 872-2338, Gobin Automotive, 610 West Maple. Second back gets the ball. Is that Kiefer? Or is Jacobs?
Nope,
no,
it's
it's Kiefer.
Kiefer on the carry. It is.
How many attempts does he, or how many?
Well,
Looks like Peyton Van Wyk on the stop.
how'd he get to the 24? 4-yard pickup.
Second down,
Miles
down
Law
7.
Firm stat check. I think that's 7 carries for 21 yards. And a stoppage for the quarter. Quarter ends right there with Wayne trailing 14-6.
Yeah, this game's kind of flying by, huh, Kevin?
A little too fast
Yeah,
when,
it
when you're
does.
behind. Then again, you never know. Do you want more time so that you got plenty to come back, or do you want it to get closer on out? Hey, score sheet's getting a little bit of misty, drizzly stuff on it. And little Cotton Eye Joe. Huh.
Yeah, it kind of brings us back to the fishing in the dark, nitty gritty, back it up really field. So they are kind of playing a playlist similar.
The law office of Jenna K. Lane is pleased to bring you Wayne football all season. 214 South Franklin. Call Jenna for your real estate and estate planning needs at 872-1304 Falcon Pride. Okay, Falcon ball from the 24.
All right, we're going to try to get another football here. Oh, she's got an arm. Not quite.
And fighting for it is Kiefer. He's going to be really close, if not at the, I think the spot's going to be at the 31. That'll be a Allerton Lumber first down for the Falcons.
Jacob DeHoot. That'll move the chains for the Falcons. 1st and 10 around just across the 30.
Throwing a little beach ball around here in the stands. Not quite beach weather, but
7-yard pickup and a first down for Chase Kiefer. Wayne ball at the 31. 1st and 10. Pitch, Kiefer running left. He's going to get a couple and go down inbounds
Chase Kiefer again
at the
on
34,
carry.
35-yard line.
34.
Ethan Weimar on the tackle for the Hawks.
Weimar in on the tackle.
2nd down now and 6.
Now this is a Hawks team that has given up over 380 yards a game.
Right.
And
they're kind of shutting it down tonight.
And they're shutting Wayne down to this point. Now, Wayne hurt themselves with a fumble, too. Flag is a procedure call against the Falcons.
Yeah, more of those small procedural calls, penalties for the Falcons.
Now just more than
They
10.
kind of, this is, in previous games and things, that's kind of been the layout for success, is you limit your small penalties, like the procedural penalties. You have the ball control, so you limit some of those turnovers. And tonight, both of those things they haven't done a very good job with. So
Yeah, they're stopping their own drives.
Right.
And Whitehall looking to throw across the middle. It's Jacobson. He's open. He's caught it. Caught it at about the 43 and tackled from behind. Somewhere right around or inside the 20.
yeah, good over-shoulder pass by Whitehall there.
Dayton Jacobson, they cannot guard his speed.
No. Well, and then
And
when
he,
you-
and he
yeah, when you
presents a
get-
big target, too.
Right, and then when you get on him, he's a large kid to bring down too. So
The boy can eat. I'll
Yeah.
give him that.
yeah, and he can play football.
We're
for
looking
sure,
at the,
so.
the 20 there. So 21 and 30. 51-yard first down play.
Pitch to Kiefer off the left side, shakes some tackles. In
He's
and
gonna
out,
be
jukes and
inside the
drives, and
5.
he's in.
Chase Kiefer
Touchdown,
able to
Falcons.
tiptoe down
Whoa,
the
ho,
sideline.
All right.
just like that. Wow, between the stopping of the opponent and then a bam drive there, back-to-back plays of 51 and 20 yards.
Little dip, and yeah. Just kind of in and out tackles.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and
yeah,
dodge.
I didn't quite.
Yeah.
I had it in my mind, but then it didn't
Well,
come
you-
out right. So
you
I
were
tried.
close. You were close.
Anyway, in and out of the hashes, gets in for the touchdown. So we're going to set up for the 2-point conversion.
Thomas Funeral Home is PAT attempt is a pitch to Kiefer. Stiff arms the first guy, dives for the end zone, and he's in,
Into the end zone.
completing the PAT, tying the game.
And just like that, the Falcons not quitting, not backing down. That is the mentality of this team.
10:28 left in the second, and now we're a brand new ball game.
Yeah, turn every little bad situation, make the most out of it. You lose the ball down there, you make your stop, they miss the field goal, you get the ball back, you drive down the field, you score, and next thing you know, it's 14-14 at a time when
Just like they drew it up, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, no, because they came in here, and I mean, it is their homecoming, so they don't want to spoil it for them immediately. But
Oh, you're saying it was just kindness.
oh, for sure,
The
no, I
14-point
definitely.
spot.
I think this was probably in the written up plays. Maybe 14 wasn't quite in mind, but they didn't want to just shut them completely out. But now we're gonna get going, and
Well, Corydon State Bank considers the security of your financial information a top priority. They take extensive security measures to ensure a safe and reliable online experience for their customers. Corydon State Bank, security for your online banking. Falcons have tied up the game 14-all, and we're looking for a People's Company kickoff here. And
Jaden Halferty.
Jaden Halferty has it teed. Again, Jackson Cobb. Oh, it's a little almost onside kick type. Fielded at the 45.
Yeah, a little kick the top of the ball and try to get it to roll, and right there about 10 yards. The goal of that is try to get it to hit as it tumbles head over heels and then pop up right there at the 10-yard line, go over the guy's head and try to recover it. That is the intention of those.
What do they call that? Matt Bellin used to do. Is that a missile where it lays it horizontally on the?
Yeah, that's the missile kick. You
missile
just
kick.
Basically, just throw it right at him and try to
Although
hit
this
him in
was
the chest. But
traditional, set it up on the tee, and he
yeah, that's just how Matt kicked, and he did a good job at it.
Linville Sully has the ball. McFarland from the gun, under some pressure, lobs it over the middle. Had to throw it early because of the Falcon penetration. Incomplete.
Yeah, the Falcons taking care of business there. They've set up, made some adjustments, and locking down on the coverage there. So no gain there. Linville Sully tries to come back at us with the over-the-middle pass, and not this time, says the Falcons defense.
We're going to have an extended halftime here. Hy-Vee halftime, so we'll bring you some up-to-date stats courtesy of Miles Law Firm. McKinnick McFarland.
Oh!
Wow. Threw that way away, and I think Terrell's going to get a flag called on him, but if there was an uncatchable rule in high school, it would apply here, but there isn't. So it's going to be pass interference against the Falcons.
Indication is pass interference against the Falcons.
Yeah, you know, he kind of just stood him up there on the coverage and kind of was just in his way, but the ball was 10 yards in front of that receiver, so
he
I mean, as far as that, face guarding is legal.
If he could,
and the receiver wasn't really looking back either. He was looking towards the middle of the field, so I don't even know if he knew the ball was coming.
If he could have gotten that, then he would have been able to outrun Dayton Jacobson on some of those passes, and he couldn't. So from the Falcon 40, 1st and 10, Hawks in motion, gets the handoff, trying to get to the side. He does. He gets a timely block and knocked down from behind by Whitehall. Wyma gets to the 25. No Wyma reason for that one.
No, not really. Just kind of trying to get to the outside, get it down the field, which they did. And unfortunately for the Falcons, weren't able to stop him right there on the outside.
Moving the ball effectively against Wayne. 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yeah, and you look up and down Linville's stats, and they don't really have a lot of rushing yards, but tonight they're just kind of moving the ball all around.
Again in motion, and the handoff is to number 25, and they're getting that corner sealed.
Yeah, they are.
And getting some yardage out of it on that sweep. Little jet sweep type play there. And it's being effective for them. They're down around the 23, 22.
Yeah, the Falcons seem to be shooting that end off of there. And as they come across trying to get into the backfield.
There will be an adjustment at halftime on that one.
That running back is coming later than that end is coming around there. So then the end is actually behind him.
And the quarterback keeps it this time. He saw Whitehall coming from the left side and pulled it back away from the back.
Indication of timeout. It looks like an official's timeout.
Ethan Wyma.
He got back up, but the official stops it to come look at him. Loss of a couple on the play. Be a third down from the 24 for Linville Sully. Wyma will come out.
DeHoot in for Wyma.
DeHooten. DeHooten.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, and now you know.
And now I know.
Oh, McFarland looking left, throwing left, all the way. Look. Oh,
you got to catch that.
Oh.
You get one hand up there. You got to get.
Vogel was under it like a volleyball player and thought spiking it was better than catching it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. He reached up with the opposite hand, the left hand.
What he did was effective. It was an incomplete pass.
Right.
But he may have had a good chance at intercepting that. Gunnar
Right.
Vogel was the only one looking back for the ball. And
yeah, effective.
incomplete brings up fourth down from the 24.
Effective defense there from Fogel, but as he kind of, the first thing that goes through a defender's mind is don't let him catch the
Yes.
ball, and so that's what happened
Yeah.
there.
From the gun. Play clock's at 0, and the flag comes down. There's one on both ends.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently a timeout before the there was a flag thrown, though, right?
Yeah, there was.
Okay. Because I didn't
They're
hear
going to wave the flags off.
I didn't hear a whistle before the flag.
No.
But that is a Wayne County Hospital timeout for Linville Sully, dedicated to providing quality health care close to home. Serving the region, caring for you at the Wayne County Hospital. And contact Coddington Incorporated to provide a base foundation for dirt rock and all your construction projects. A solid foundation ensures a productive, completed game plan. Score a finished product you'll be proud of for years to come by letting Coddington Incorporated assist you. Tell them thanks for sponsoring Falcon football, and thanks for sponsoring the Coddington scoreboard in the lower left corner of your viewing area on your device, wherever you are. I hope you're safe. If you're in Wayne County and hunkered down, we're glad you're with us and that you're okay. Falcons have tied up the ball game at 14 with 8:47 left in the second quarter. Linville Sully's ball, 4th and about 9 inside Falcon territory. Pump fake, now throwing long over the middle, and there was a little contact there, incomplete. Flag down, holding against the offense will be declined, and Wayne will take the ball on turnover on downs.
A little bit of a break there for the Falcons. Straight Jacobson was set back deep.
You know,
Right
it
at
looked
that guy.
it looked like a push off by the receiver
Yeah, and as
to
he
get that last little separation,
Right,
but
and
he
he came
couldn't pull
down.
the ball down.
he came down with the ball, but then as he kind of slowed down, then Jacobson kind of ran into him, arm movement, knocked the ball loose. So Falcons are going to set up shop here.
From their own 24 with momentum, Falcons driving. Halferty in motion. It's Kiefer, and he's through the line effectively. He's got a first down. He's running up the far sideline, outrunning the whole team. Wow. Chasing Kiefer, turning on the Jets, and they'll be chasing Kiefer all night long.
Yeah, Kevin, that goes back to
76 yards.
That goes back to our conversation on the ride up here about which one of the Kiefers has the fastest 40 time, and he's pretty quick there.
I don't know who Clayton, I thought visually might be the fastest in a 40, but that was 76, and that was pretty fast.
Yeah, that was fast. Yeah, those of you watching on your screen there, you kind of
Did they catch it all, or were we watching? You were moving the camera with
Yeah,
it?
they had it. So he kind of they're around the Linville 30 to 40 yard line. Everybody was bunched together, and then as we kind of got to the 50 and then our 40 yard line, we're getting upfield there.
Folks, you have no idea how fortunate you are Seth is here, because this guy would have never caught that. And Kiefer on the Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt is good.
More biscuits in the basket.
Hey, thank you, Hardee's on the 70. That'll put him over well over 100 already in the first quarter, or in the first half. Falcon fans are
they're
going wild over there.
A little boisterous.
76-yard touchdown run by Chase Kiefer. And Falcons lead the Hawks 22-14 here in the second with 8:30 left until your Hy-Vee halftime. And get your pharmacy needs met at Hy-Vee Main Street in Corydon with in-store and drive-through services available. Hy-Vee, a charter sponsor of these broadcasts, now in their 12th season here on the Quattro, KIICradio.com, Stream 4. Glad you're with us. Oops. This is a brand new press box, and somebody just wrote on the wall. And it won't come off because that somebody used a red marker.
Wow. That had to have come through the wall for sure.
What kind of bonehead would do that?
I don't know. Yes, it's actually kind of cool because it's almost kind of like what we have at Epperly Field. It's
probably the same kind of bonehead that would admit to it on the air.
Halferty set to kick it away.
People's Company kick is a ground ball fielded at the 33. by Linville Sully. And we got Falcons all over on that one. Justin McConaughey was one of the active ones there.
A little bit of a
And-
Matt Bellin tee up there as he kind of laid the
Yeah.
ball down.
And Zach Miller in on that too, it looks
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, this is Zach's first year out. I'm not sure if he played in junior high. Good to see new faces out for the Falcons.
Absolutely. The enthusiasm from last year. You
Yep.
guys as seniors, I think really, there was some hesitation going into last year, and you guys really showed them what Wayne football could be like, and got some kids like Fogel also to go out this year that hadn't played before. So future looks pretty good for the Falcons.
Right, and that's kind of our mentality last year. Everyone was counting us out, and everybody knows what we did last year. Not the greatest season we could have had, but we definitely
Throwing-
met some of our goals. But over the middle to the right, incomplete. Good coverage there for the Falcons.
I saw it go off his hands and then up in the air, and then people still kept coming in. I thought maybe it landed on him, and
Yeah.
he caught it down on the ground, but incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their own 41, now trailing the Falcons 22-14. McFarland empty backfield with the receiver in motion, and
Over the middle.
they're
yeah,
gonna get Tay Van Dyne, I think, on
Yeah,
a hold or an interference.
I think there's going to be a little interference there. It was a little handsy.
Well, it comes down probably to the timing on when it occurred.
Right.
If the ball was not in the air, it'd be defensive holding. If it was, it'd be interference.
Indication is holding against the Falcons.
Holding.
That'll be a 10-yard mark off.
Falcon coaching staff going to help these guys try to clean this up.
For the Hawks.
From now, the Wayne side of the field at the 49, Linville Sully ball, 8:15 left. I love it when you come to a football field and you can see the corn right next to the,
Yeah,
the
that's-
playing surface.
yeah, you'd think we were a field of dreams.
Yeah.
Kenny McFarland hit first by number 72.
Matt Davis on the tackle there for maybe a
Three on that play.
loss of 2-3 yards back to the, let's call it the 48 of
Yeah,
Linville Sully.
off in the distance, you can see some red flashing lights, windmills.
Yeah, we got amber waves of grain, no Purple Mountain
Clear
Majesties.
skies tonight.
Play clock at 10 as they break huddle. Hawks need to hurry. And they do get the snap off, and here comes the pressure, and the pass is high. And
Pass is incomplete.
again, a little bit of experience on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, Fogel kind of just kept
Third down now.
coming up
He
to
kept
the defender,
playing the
but
man,
that
which
ball-
I understand.
Right, and the ball came up in the air, and he just
Yep.
and that comes with the experience. It's
Yep.
his thing, going after the defender. That's what you're being taught.
It's got to become instinct and
Right.
reflex, because once the ball goes through his hands, you got to start thinking, now it's my ball.
Yeah, that ball hit the receiver's hands right there at the numbers, and so he had a good 5 yards to work with. But just inexperience leads to a little bit of a misreaction there. But overall, good play. So we're gonna have a timeout.
Timeout Linville Sully, brought to you by Wayne County Hospital, dedicated to providing quality health care close to home, serving the region, caring for you at the Wayne County Hospital. Your local land auctioneer and agent for People's Company is Jared Chambers. Contact Jared at 641-414-0234. People's Company is the leading provider in the Midwest for ag land brokerage, auctions, management, land appraisal, and investing services. Let Jared help you with all your ag real estate needs. Jared's a proud sponsor of Falcon football. They got some talented cheerleaders here.
Yeah,
That
lots
was
of-
one of them that sang the anthem, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And did really well. And first time they're hitting the press box with throwing the football. Not that Coach Grismore should be worried or disappointed in any way in her team,
Right.
but that was a great throw.
Yeah, it was, and it was up here ways too, because there's a distance in between the track, and then so at Epperly Field, you have the stands that are track level, the first level, and then you come up. But here there's a little bit of a slope up here, and so that was a good throw.
Yeah, and they've got what 10 yards or more between the stands and the
Yeah, for
track.
sure. She could come in and be McFarland's backup.
She might have to if
Yeah.
they keep hitting him that
Yeah,
hard.
if he gets injured, they're gonna have to bring her in.
Whitehall laid him out on a punt earlier, and he got up. I'll give him that. Kid's got some guts and swatted
Got it
down. Right back at you, says McConaughey. Yeah, McConaughey
gets
just
a-
knocks it down like
gets
a
his hands up. Now the
again a volleyball comparison. That was
Right.
I mean he was just blocking that spike.
That's good to see. Those guys are jumping around out there
Yep.
all over McConaughey. Get some enthusiasm in these guys, some fire under their feet.
Nothing warms you on a cold night like a little fire right up the middle. Kiefer and Jacobson deep. Punt
Ooh.
will go towards Chase, and it's a good one,
Oh,
and
yeah,
goes
that's a
out of
missile
bounds.
punt.
Oh, I
Rolls-
guess it's still in.
Yeah, that's more or less a rugby kick. It kind
Yep,
of spirals.
bounced along the sidelines. He got another 15 yards out of that or more.
Yeah, if I didn't know it was a punt and I just looked up, I'd have thought it was a pass because he kind of rugby kicked it. It came
And
out as a
skidded.
spiral, but
Yeah.
it was like a pass, and then as it got down there, it just rolled right along the sidelines.
So Wayne will put it in play from, wow, what is that, their own 6?
Yep.
7? Let's
7
call it
yard
the
line,
7.
right in between there.
And he kept it away from both Kiefer and Jacobson.
Yeah, they've definitely been watching tape.
Wayne has the ability to turn defense into offense with that punt return team, and now they're deep in their own territory with 7:14 left until halftime. That bunch set to the right, and they're going to hand off that way, but not get much.
Yeah, the Falcons are going to have to adjust at halftime with this
Was that
rushing
Kiefer?
game. Kiefer back up there. Because not getting much going, and that has been some of the Falcons. Now here tonight, the Falcons are passing the ball really well, finding guys over the middle. Some
No gain.
corner routes and things becoming open, but Whitehall under center, trips to the right. Over
Looking
the
to
middle.
throw. He's got Fogel.
Fogel.
He's got the ball, and he's down across the 30 for an Allerton Lumber first down for the Falcons. Whitehall to Fogel. Man, Brett's airing it out deep.
Yeah, he is. He's doing well. He's getting it in the hands. He's not. Usually he has a tendency kind of to find the feet of our receivers, but this game he's doing well. He's been working on it and finding the chest and putting the biscuit in the basket of Fogel there.
26-yard pickup and an Allerton Lumber first down for the Falcons now at their own 33. A little bit of breathing room.
Back in that trips formation, Halferty left to right, passes it out to Kiefer, comes up the middle on the left side of the hash.
And you know who's out leading the blocking? Number 15.
Yeah. Whitehall's going to pitch it out there. He's going to go find somebody and give him a rock.
Chase Kiefer on the run. Ethan Lima.
Ball's on the 37 now, pickup of 4, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and that's kind of evident with this Falcons team. Everybody kind of blocks for each other and just goes out there and just does their job. Halferty back over.
Oh, and it's a keeper the other way, almost like a counter play. And Whitehall will have it out near the 40. Not as much forward progress as I thought on that. 39 maybe.
Met by several Hawks there in the middle. I think Slater Young there first.
It'll be 3rd. Wayne has to get to between the 33 and 34. 5:20 left in the second quarter. Wayne leading the ball game 22-14 at the moment.
I formation. Whitehall drops back over the middle to Fogel. Incomplete. Broken up there by Jacob DeHoten.
Hooten.
Newton. Almost again.
4th down. Punt team coming in. Would you go for it at your own 40? At this point in the game? I mean, you're up you're up 8, but
Deep for the Hawks, Kenny McFarland.
you
Yeah,
know,
you got 5 minutes 11 seconds, and yeah, I go for it.
do you think this is that direct snap to Dayton?
Yeah, they set up. Oh yeah, they bunched up like this. Is for sure. They're no regular punt.
Will
Bounce.
take a bounce, a high bounce, and now a forward one for Wayne inside the 30.
Looks like Vogel's punt will be down around the 27 or 28-yard line. First and 10.
27. From their own 27, Linville Sully's ball. 5 minutes left until halftime.
Solid job there by Fogel. Kind of hasn't. I mean, first year playing football, and then first time coming in to do the punting duties.
Know about that. 20-minute halftime because of homecoming activities.
Yeah, just sometimes just catching a snap.
Oh yeah, it's tough.
You know,
you got to read it.
On a cool, wet night, flag down. I think we'll go against the offense here. Not much gain on the play.
Looks like
Holding on the offense.
on the Hawks, so
That'll back him up.
Falcons will have the option of declining or take a second down.
Who declines this?
Yeah, no one does.
Just
Yeah, they.
one guy does,
Yep, that.
but not this guy. Okay, Wayne will take the penalty and back up the Hawks. 10 yards from the spot, and the spot was in the backfield, so it's inside the 15 now. Big loss on the play.
Oh, we got first down on a long way, so that hold must have been a long ways behind the line of scrimmage.
From their own 15, Linville Sully puts it in play, throws it complete, tackled right away, short of the 30. Terrell on the tackle. Catch made by number 15, Ryan Annie. A knee? He took a knee.
Yes.
Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Slater Young executes the fake out there, and
Second and
McFarland
10.
throws it over there to the middle. Double split right, single back, motion across, another fake, airing it out over the middle of the. Oh, right through the hands of the receiver.
The anticipation throughout this whole crowd right in front of us was, oh.
Zane Fraker on the one right in front of us right now. So that'll bring up, looks like third down. And
He had a step. It was just whether he could run under the ball. It was put up there with some arc, and so I don't know if it was just a little too wet or just
Well,
a
and
little overthrown.
He hit that bare spot there on the 40 as he kind of reached out, so he might have lost footing there.
3rd and 10, Linville Sully trailing Wayne 22-14 here in the second quarter. And Whitehall putting some pressure on. Quarterback throws against his body and completes it. That's going to be a first down.
it is complete to Kenneth McFarland.
That was a nice pass.
By number 1 and number 5 for the Falcons. That's Drake Jacobson and Gunnar Fogel.
14-yard pickup on
Hawks. First and 10 at the 41.
3rd down, and so they'll have it at the 41 now. First down, Linville Sully.
So the Falcons were doing a good job with pass coverage here, kind of slacking now, so make some adjustments, get back on that. Double split to the right.
We got too many guys on this side of the field. They're going to go the other way, yeah. Throwing it up, and no one anywhere near that one. The receiver went left, and the throw was behind him.
Pass is incomplete. Brings up second
Spencer, the closest to it, and he was sliding on the turf, so.
Yeah, almost a push off there by the Sully receiver, so the ref didn't see that. Had his back.
Well, I wonder if that was just maybe a little miscommunication. Quarterback, because you know, he was running across the middle from the right to his left, and he threw it behind him. No way you're going to turn around on a night like this and go back for it. He's going to duck it and run. Here he comes. Hit at the midfield by Straight Jacobson and brought down, but I think it's going to be another first down for Linville Sully.
Yeah, they're moving the ball well. Unfortunately for the Falcons.
11-yard pickup is a first down. Where did you come from? First down, Linville Sully, Wayne 48-yard line. We're kind of late in the second quarter, under 3.5 minutes to play. And quarterback throws that's a backward pass. That's a live ball. Nobody's picking it up. Live ball. He's down on his knees way back at the 35. That was a lateral pass backwards. That was a live ball.
Yeah, nobody there seeing it.
Yeah,
just thinking it's incomplete.
Wayne could have picked that up and run it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, McConaughey noticed it late, tries to run, but then it was too late. He was called down right there at the 35. Try to be a little bit more heads up on a situation like that and make the most out of it there. Thankfully, Linville wasn't able to pick it up and take it back and get a gain. Huge loss, actually.
Huge loss. Back to their own 35. And this time it's again a double pass, but over the middle. And whoa, where's that coming from?
He's playing good defense.
Wow, that one's going to hurt. That's going to bring it back and give him a shot.
I don't know if the ref was trying to lighten his load by getting rid of his flag, but I don't know if that was necessary.
I think it's 15 from the line of scrimmage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which will bring it back close to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't know, Kevin. I didn't really see.
I didn't at all.
That looked like a good defensive
I didn't see
play.
any.
There were
I
no
didn't even
hands.
see contact.
I didn't even see face guarding come into play there.
From midfield, Linville Sully ball, 2nd and 11 or 12. And
tackle by Whitehall.
Oh, and the field's getting sloppy, and so is the tackling for Wayne. Davis and Terrell finally on the tackle.
Yeah, you got to learn to just kind of break down, get yourself set, and make a tackle. We're kind of flying around here.
They're getting a ton of passing yards.
Yes, they are.
14-yard pickup is a first down.
Definitely they keyed on the passing last year.
About 2:10 when they get ready to snap this on the game clock left in the first half. Quarterback under immediate pressure. And Kiefer and Dayton Jacobson bring him down back behind the 40.
Might have been tackled by, I don't know if it was Kiefer first or Jacobson, but
to the 43.
on the play, bringing up 2nd down and 16 or 17.
We're at 140 and counting, and they're not quite set.
Crazy formation. He drops back, looks over
Yeah,
the middle, airs it out.
I was trying to check if they had 7 on the line on that. I'm not sure, but pass is incomplete, knocked down. The Falcons had the best chance of that. Is that Grayson Spencer?
Yeah, Grayson Spencer gets his hands on the ball there.
The receiver ended up playing defender. It'll be 3rd down and long from the 43 after the sack and the incompletion. Clock stops at 1:28 on the incompletion. And the play coming in.
Yeah.
5 on the play
4,
clock, and they're
3,
not yet set up.
2, 1, whistle.
I don't know if it was if they're delay of game or the split end here was not even up to the line. If he was walking toward the line,
Right.
So it's either a procedure or a dead ball.
Yeah, I think the whistle and the snap was almost
Play clock.
simultaneously.
The ball was on the 43. Now it's on the 47. That was a 4-yard penalty. Pressure, throwing, incomplete. And what is he seeing? I don't get that.
The guy fell down. Terrell is behind him. Absolutely no pass interference, no face
Yeah,
guarding.
well, it's going to be pass interference. That's the only call that official at that time in looking in that direction. That's the only call he can make is pass interference.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's.
I didn't see it, but
I
that's.
mean, I suppose in the situation of the play, that maybe that call has to be made. But when you're
See,
watching
and
it,
and now that 4-yard penalty
Timeout.
is going to be critical because they're going to get 15 on that.
yeah, the coaching staff for Wayne's going to talk to these refs because that's 2 penalties in a row there. Where that's. Oh.
And they're going to well, they're giving them back 14 and a half. So they're kind of splitting the difference on that one.
Yeah, Coach Whitehall really speaking his mind over there, as he should be, because that didn't really look flag necessary.
And Hy-Vee Distribution Center in Sheraton will have open interviews on Thursdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Now hiring for part-time warehouse order selectors, first and second shifts, and part-time truck drivers. Please apply online at www.hyvee.com and come to open interviews. Hy-Vee is an equal opportunity employer. And they'll start the play clock with 1:13 left on the game clock here in the second quarter. And it's going to be 3rd down and 6 or 7 to go from the Falcon 33-yard line. And quarterback has time, throws it over the middle, lands on the 5. Receiver was on the 10. That's incomplete. 4th down.
That'll bring up 4th down now and what looks to be about 6.
Yeah, this part of the second quarter, it kind of seems like
It's taking a while.
Yeah.
1:09 left now.
It seems like Linville should almost be leading because it seems like they've had
The
more
ball a lot,
positive
yeah.
plays, but score still 22-14.
33-yard line, 4th down. Big play for both sides. Wayne leads the game by 8. Linville-Selly has the ball. 1:09 left. And trying to get their players set up with 2 on the play clock. The quarterback gets it off under pressure over the middle.
He caught it.
Complete at the 10 for a 1st down.
You know, that's unfortunate for the Falcons, but Fogel was in a position that if he would have tried to really make a play on the defender there, they probably, and it would have came incomplete.
That would have been
It would
interference.
have, yeah.
But
So-
then again, interference would have been at the 17. Now the ball's at the 10. So it would have probably been a adequate trade-off. But as it is, you know, you don't expect a guy to lay out and make a great catch like that. But it's 1st down for Linville-Selly at the Falcon 10, and they have dropped the sticks. So they are the ball nose of the ball must be on the 10, and it's 1st and goal, Linville-Selly. High snap, fielded though cleanly, and the
Pressure.
quarterback gets away from McConaughey, heading to the right corner. He's gonna make it. I
Yeah,
think.
missed tackle by McConaughey. Kind of tries to tackle him at the shoulders. That's not going to work. Slips by
Did
him.
he signal touchdown?
He did, but
Penalty marker, indication of unsportsmanlike conduct against the Falcons after that touchdown run by Tyler Nelson over the.
So there is a penalty on the play, and the penalty is against Wayne after the conclusion of the play and will be marked off, I believe, on the kickoff. Quarterback run for 10 for the Hardy's touchdown.
yeah, there probably was a holding maybe that should have been called over there on the right side. Not for sure, but coaching staff saw something.
25 seconds left in the second quarter.
Okay, at this point, Linville Sully has a choice. They can move the attempt to the 1.5-yard line, or they could have that penalty.
Kind of some frustrations building here.
Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt coming up.
Looks like the Hawks, I'm not sure where the ball is spotted right now. Looks like it's still the 3.
Wayne up at the moment, 22-20, pending the Thomas Funeral Home PAT. And there is no kicking tee, so we're either going to be tied or Wayne will be leading by 2 at the conclusion of this play. Linville Sully, quarterback, dropping back, rolling this way, trying for it, and hit hard and brought down. The finishing play there was by Whitehall.
Yep.
He was hit by, was that Carpenter or Kiefer from behind?
I think it was both of them.
And then Whitehall absolutely stopped the momentum and brought him down. PAT fails.
Indication is that touchdown was from the 10-yard line.
25 seconds left here, the first half.
Magic clipboard here says that belongs to Julie Gunsbergen.
22-20, Wayne leads late in the second quarter. 25 seconds left until your Hy-Vee halftime. And Falcons might not get the chance to return a kick here.
Give a shout out to Jane Breeze. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, Jane, a longtime and loyal listener and great Falcon fan. Glad to have her here. 25 seconds left until halftime. Chase Kiefer stands at the Wayne 8 and still backing up. He's on the far hash. Near hash is Dayton Jacobson. And now they're both settling at about the 5. Due to the penalty, Linville Sully will kick off from the Wayne 45. And this kicker's got, well, this is not McFarland.
No.
So let's see what kind of leg he's got. I think it's
Oh,
good
my.
enough. Yeah. Whoa. Beyond the end zone. Touchback, Wayne.
Maccini gets that a good Italian foot into it. And that'll result in a
Foreign exchange student from Italy
Yep.
on the kick.
Pretty solid there. Definitely has to be a soccer player.
Well, he looks like a football player tonight.
Yes, he does.
From their own 20. Wayne is 80 yards away from a score and 25 seconds left to do it.
It can be done with these guys that are on the field right now, as you have Kiefer and Jacobson.
Jacobson lines up on the right end.
He's going to just knee it out.
And Whitehall will take a knee.
to take a knee. And looks like that'll bring our first half to a close.
And with 16 seconds left, Wayne will walk to their sidelines. Oh, no, they're standing there waiting for a ball to be placed. Call timeout and run the play, guys.
Yeah, I guess
They'll-
everybody's going to go off.
Everybody's going. That took a long time for them to set the ball down. I think
Yeah.
I think they were thinking about, hey, maybe we'll line up, and
Sure.
of course it would have been a defensive offsides.
Yeah.
So we are at Hy-Vee halftime, and Wayne leading the game 22-20
Followed by the dance.
in kind of a sloppy half for Wayne, and I imagine whether it's homecoming or just they're now in week 5 and their 6th game, maybe Linville's starting to put it together offensively, but they put up some big numbers against Wayne through the air, and
Yeah, Linville, as you look across the roster there, kind of mix it up. There you got a decent amount of seniors, not a whole lot, but coming in with quite a few juniors, sophomores, and then rounds it out with a fair amount of freshmen. So overall, a pretty a good mixture of ages there. I was going to say maybe it's a young team, finally a couple games in, putting it together, but a mixture of kids. So the Falcons in this halftime meeting, I expect to see a couple adjustments, especially over the middle. Things need to happen to make sure we can kind of shut down some of those over-the-middle passes to make sure that some of those yards and touchdowns that hurt us at the beginning of the game don't happen. This second half, you got to make sure you control the ball, keep the small penalties at a minimum, or even just eliminate them. And you should, just do everything in your power to secure the ball and take care of business in the second half. Linville-Sully's band's going to come out for a performance as we get a couple stat checks here, get some things figured up.
Yeah, we're going to tally some Miles Law Firm stats here. And unofficially here for Chase Kiefer in the first half, 13 carries, $126 and 2 tutties and 2 PAT conversions. So he's got 16 points and just shy of 10 yards a carry, thanks largely to a 76-yard touchdown run that could have been 86 or a mile and 6.
Right. Yeah, those stats definitely don't quite match up to what he's been putting up in previous games in the first halves. But either way, helping the Falcons get up 22-20 here.
And we're checking some stats through the air here with quarterback Brett Whitehall, who played well on both sides of the ball, I thought.
Yeah, he did a good job. One thing I noticed, he's done a better job of getting the ball up. Not at the feet of receivers. He's getting it at the chest and into the hands. Unfortunately for the Falcons, there's been some completions that the defense is going to have to come and make some adjustments to eliminate some of those. But either way, Brett has been doing a good job with that. And so that's hopeful and optimistic for the Falcons, because in previous games and years we've been kind of a running team, and that's what teams look at us. They watch our film and they see that, well, how do we prepare for this? We stop the run. You're going to shut down Wayne when you stop the run. This team, different mentality. The teams coming in to face us look at the film and they see, well, this team's going to come at us with everything. They're going to come at us with not just Chasing Kiefer. They're going to come at us with Dayton Jacobson. They're going to come at us with Brady Langloss, Jaden Halferty. The late Jackson Cobb there is now on the sideline, but
the late Jackson Cobb.
Well, as I said that, it didn't sound good.
He didn't die,
so,
Seth.
Well,
he's just got a bad back tonight.
I know. As soon as I said that, I knew I should have worded that differently. But either way, the Falcons have a lot of components to this team, and there's no worries in this team. When they were down early in the game, just some small things, some miscommunication things, some formation miscues that they cleaned up, and they're doing what it takes now and they notice that they can see that, and that's a lot comes from having guys like Halferty and Langloss over the middle and Whitehall to help those guys kind of see it.
You know what I miss? I miss the Wayne Band.
I do too, yeah.
Right about now. For quarterback Brett Whitehall, I've got him at 4 out of 5 through the air, and to 3 different receivers, and they're all good gains for first downs or more. Let's see, we've got 82, 132, 138, 158, 158 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, pretty good.
In the air. 4 of 5 for 158 yards and a touchdown.
Pretty good showing.
The incompletion was his last throw of the half. So he had his first 4 passes to Halferty for 13 yards, to Dayton Jacobson for the 68-yard touchdown. Dayton again for a 51-yarder, and then one later on in the second quarter to Gunnar Fogel for 26 yards. So 4 completions, 3 first downs and a touchdown in those 4. That's a pretty good half through the air, and a half that I'm pretty sure Linville-Sully was not expecting.
No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure as soon right out of the gates, Linville's like, well, shoot, I don't think they were expecting to get up on us immediately. And it was kind of a shock for everyone here, but they're not in the lead right now. So
You are looking at the Linville Sully band, and we are at Hy-Vee halftime here with the halftime score, Wayne 22, Linville Sully 20. This is the beginning of district play, and we haven't spoken a lot about it. It's kind of I don't know if it's starting to rain or I'm just getting teary-eyed at halftime here, but either way, we haven't talked a lot about district play yet, but tonight begins, and Wayne already was in a small district. There were 6 teams in it, and then Grandview dropped their program before the season started. So leaving just 5 teams in the district, meaning 4 district games, determines the playoff representative from District 8 in Class A. So all of the teams, 4 of the teams are playing tonight, and one has the night off. But of importance, this is probably the most important game in the district. Certainly for Wayne it is, but Central Decatur is at North Mahaska tonight in the other district game, and that doesn't, I don't think, give promise of being close.
No, I don't think so. Certainly for the Falcons, this is huge because this game, and then looking forward to future games, the week off next week, but this is a game you have to take care of. You come into here, and it doesn't really matter how you do it, but you have to make sure when the final whistle blows, you're on top, because with starting out with district play, you need to set a tone, and that's just what the Falcons need to do. They come out here and they set the tone, take care of these guys, move on, take care of business, and then later on in this season, welcome in CD to Epperly Field, and hopefully everything falls into place, and that's your district championship game.
It sure, gives that appearance going into it that they're the 2 best teams. Linville Sully, of course, the district champion a year ago, but had a lot of graduates leaving. Well, I'm assuming they're graduates. They've exhausted their eligibility. Let's put it that way. Now let's see if we can update you. Okay, there was a game that we were going to keep an eye on. Pekin is leading Cardinal 14-0 in the third quarter. Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. The Rockets lead the Albia Blue Demons 7-0 in the first. That one would be over on Stream 1 and Stream 3. Knoxville and Pella, I show scoreless still. Moravian Lamoni scoreless. Central Decatur, North Mahaska, I don't see a score reported yet on that one either. Sigourney Kyoto 34, Wilton 6 at halftime.
Third place went to the juniors, second place went to the freshmen, and first place went to the sophomore class.
But here, in the most important game of the night, Wayne leads Linville Sully 22-20 at halftime. And it is homecoming for Linville Sully, 2 weeks in a row homecoming. And I was telling Seth earlier that several years ago, Wayne had a down year. Everyone knew they were going to have a down year, and everybody wanted to play Wayne for their homecoming. So counting their own homecoming, the Falcons played in 5 of them that season. And they extend half times to 20 minutes. So Hy-Vee halftime tonight. Get your pharmacy needs met at Hy-Vee Main Street in Corydon with in-store and drive-through services available. Tell them thanks for sponsoring Falcon football. The staff at Thomas Funeral Home will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. It can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Shivers Manufacturing and Country Clipper Mowers, calling Corydon home since 1968. Visit shivers.com/careers to learn about available employment opportunities today.
We're also going to recognize the class of 1969. They are celebrating their 50th.
So Miles Law Firm, that stat check again. In the first half, running the ball, Chase Kiefer unofficially 13 carries, 126 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 PATs. That's a good first half. And quarterback Brett Whitehall offensively through the air, 4 of 5 passing, 158 yards passing, 1 touchdown through the air. What do you think? We got a Hy-Vee halftime player of the first half to come up with. What are your thoughts here, Seth?
Overall, Kiefer hasn't quite put on as good of a show as he has in the first half in other games. Jacobson has made some really solid catches.
And 2 of those throws by Whitehall were over the middle to a wide open Dayton Jacobson. One of them for a 68-yard touchdown, the other for a 51-yard gain way down deep in Hawk territory. You're exactly right. This one, he's a strong contender as well.
Yeah, I think when you break it down, this time for the half, it's kind of been led by Whitehall. I mean, I think that the general consensus as you look things over in stats and things like that.
Great minds think alike, Seth, and so do ours. I was thinking, and the words were coming out of your mouth, there were other things that went into it as well,
right,
including the defensive play and just the way they're carrying themselves and the leadership. Let's go with Brett Whitehall, your senior co-captain quarterback for the Falcons, is your Hy-Vee halftime player of the first half for Wayne. And we will have a Hicks Realty player of the game for the Falcons at the conclusion, brought to you by Hicks Realty LLC, located in Wayne County with a home office in Allerton. Kim helps with all real estate needs, farms, homes, commercial, you name it, Kim does it all. Strength in all fields describes it well and is what it takes to continuously have happy buyers and sellers. Hicks Realty takes pride in every transaction, big or small. Call broker-owner Kim Hicks at 895-8471 or check out the website at hicksrealtyllc.com. Okay. Did you get a look at the King and Queen? Have they done that?
I would assume that be.
Or does Luke Carpenter have the opportunity here to take over and rule 2 kingdoms in the same year?
You know, I'd like to see Luke take it tonight.
Abby Gruber is on the homecoming court, and she is the daughter of Doug and Denise Gruber of Sully, and she was escorted by homecoming king Blaze Coolman.
Oh, there's the king. Oh, he's got a cute little scepter too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Luke would have liked carrying that around.
No,
he likes
no,
that big crown.
he might have hit somebody with it, but
He's the son of Mark and Justine Wyma of Sully.
so the king is maybe either injured or not a player on the team.
I would say so. I didn't notice. As you can, I don't know, on the little bench there on the right, it looks like some injured kids. So I don't know if he's injured, ineligible. Maybe he's not a football player. Either way.
You think they're faking?
Yeah, maybe they're just putting on a show.
Did not want to play Wayne this year. All right, Wayne kicked off to begin the game. So we're not exactly sure if Linville Sully won the toss and took the ball or if Wayne won the toss and deferred. But generally speaking, you don't win the toss and choose to kick.
Right.
So I'm assuming without the full knowledge of what happened there at the coin toss, I'm assuming that Wayne will receive the second half kickoff.
Yeah, and that'd be a good thing for Wayne to come in here, get the ball in the second half, get it going fast, score fast.
Yeah, they lost some momentum with that drive at the end, and the touchdown.
Right.
They maybe stemmed that tide a little bit by stopping the PAT, and that again was largely Whitehall here at the corner right in front of us.
Yeah,
But,
for sure. They Linville came out fast, and that first quarter flew by. I mean, it was gone in a blink of an eye. So the Falcons get the ball here, get it going fast, and maybe put a couple of scores on Linville.
Okay, now having played, I'm curious on your opinion. Is it you think better for the course of the game for Wayne if they come out and have one of those long, grinding, chew it up all the way down the field, 6-7 minute drives for a touchdown, or a 76-yarder on the first play? Which one maybe, the one builds a slow momentum and certainly wears down another team, and you're keeping the ball away from them, running a lot of clock time, but the other one is such a punch in the gut.
Sure. And it kind of depends where you're at and what's happened within the previous half of the game. Because now that the Falcons are in a position where they're only up 2, but they're in a position where in the rest of that second quarter they kind of had control. And their defense was holding Linville, and they weren't really to do much with it. So if I'm the Falcons, I'd like to try to make my way down the field, but rather than maybe trying to air it out to get down the field, come at them through the middle, on the ground, wear some of those guys down, but just make sure then if you're going to take it on the ground, due to slippery conditions, you got to hang on to the ball.
You got to hang on to the ball, yeah, absolutely. So, if you give it to, let's say, Jacobson, he runs up the middle, and he gets through that initial line there. He just outruns everybody straight up the middle of the field for 60, 70 yards.
Right.
Doesn't take up much time. You
No.
do get the 6 points and hopefully 8 out of it, but that really fires up everybody on that far sideline too.
Yeah, definitely. I think you come out in the second half with a set game plan or a set of plays like you would at the beginning of the game. Kind of have an idea of what you want to do. And based on how the defense comes at you and adjust, then you adjust. So if they are, kind of stop the run here or there the first couple, or if you try to pass and they, have good pass coverage, then you just got to make adjustments and come back at them with different things. And if they stop both, which hopefully they don't, and the Falcons come at them fast and physical enough that they won't be able to, you just got to make adjustments to.
How much time do you think was spent discussing defending pass plays without interfering?
Oh, 3/4 of it for sure. Because that's, I would say, those first 2 scores came off of passing plays. And that has been the Falcons' troubles in previous games, were some of especially in the second half. So with this, you've played a full half now. Guys are a little bit tired. They're just coming off the halftime, little, relaxed now. So they got to get warmed up, get the blood moving. But you got to play smart, and you got to make sure your coverages are rock solid.
Do you want help protecting your future? Call or stop by and let Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Troy Umbenhauer assist you. 212 South Franklin in Corydon, 872-2725. Tell Troy thanks for sponsoring Falcon football here on KIICradio.com. Stream 4. We are a couple minutes away from resumption of play. Second half will begin with Wayne leading 22-20, and Linville Sully will be teeing it up to kick. Your People's Company second half kickoff is coming up pretty quick. We'll update the Coddington scoreboard here, and score stream. We'll go ahead and kick that into third quarter as well.
Yeah, Kevin, did we get a score for the CD game?
It still said first quarter 0-0, which
Okay.
means to me that that it has not been updated. whether nobody is there, which is possible. It's a long way from Leon to New Sharon, and
Yeah, I remember making that trip multiple times.
hey, New Sharon's got a nice press box. Treated us well last year. I saw some food on the other side of this wall over here tonight too, but
Yeah, it was. I mean,
they didn't seem to
no, not
really extend the welcome wagon there.
Well, I mean, they decorated the town for us
That was
and our
nice.
arrival, so
That was nice.
it would only be fitting that hospitality was for us.
Well,
It may not be the greatest thing to go in there and just indulge.
yeah, those grapes are probably sour anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely something up here that.
The law office of Jenna K. Lane is pleased to bring you Wayne football all season long. 214 South Franklin in Corydon. Call Jenna for your real estate and estate planning needs at 872-1304. Falcon Pride. Falcons set to receive. We got Kiefer and Jacobson at the 10 on the each hash. We'll flip over the old score card here.
Whitehall and Langloss set.
Thanks for pointing that out. I was looking at that, but words hadn't come out of my mouth.
Jacobson, Kiefer,
It'll
Langloss,
be a short
and
kick.
Whitehall it's kicks to
Langloss
Langloss.
at the 25. He's across the 35.
All right, we're set and rolling here. Second half, third quarter. Falcons, Hawks. Falcons lead 22-20. Ball is going to be set here. The 38-yard line. Falcons are going to set up, and they're going to push it down the field, and they're going to score.
Is that a prediction?
It's going to happen, for sure.
All right. I'll hold you to it.
Motion,
Whitehall
pitch to
pitches.
Kiefer.
Can't shake them all, and he's going to get no gain on the run. Yeah, he might have got a half a yard, but we'll still call it the 38. We can't measure it in halves. Well, the stick's in the same place too, so we're going to call it 2nd and 10 from the 38.
Bunch formation, trips left. Single set back. Fogel split to the right.
Ball's
Langloss,
just inside the
nope.
right hash.
Alfredy.
Fake pass and shovel pass. Where's the interference?
Yeah, that definitely is all over him. But no flag there, of course, as that would have been on Linville.
Incomplete. Good job by Whitehall to get rid of the ball under some pretty heavy pressure, but it's third down, Wayne, at their own 38, leading 22-20.
A dangerous pitch, though, right into multiple Linville defenders there. It could have gotten nasty in a hurry there, but it comes to the ground, so we're going to set back up an I formation.
Spencer out to the left.
Yep, and then Fogel off to the right.
Jacobson now splits out and back.
Whitehall under center. Drops back.
Looking for Dayton on the side, or looking for Fogel on
Fogel.
the sideline. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down, and I think the Falcons will need to punt. 4th and 10 at their own 38. Flag
There's the
down.
flag.
Ineligible receiver downfield is declined.
72, so that's Matt Davis.
Matt Davis must have drifted down the field early on the pass.
Fogel is set up here to punt it away. Hopefully he has another good one in him.
Return man at the 26.
Being that the ball is set up on the right hash, I'm looking to kick towards the left corner of the end zone. He tries to get it to the left
Kind of high
side.
and
Hopefully
short.
It goes. It does. Gets a good bounce.
It'll be somewhere around the 30.
Sounded a little bit of like a more or less of a dead kick. It kind of
Yeah, it didn't have
didn't
that.
come off crisp.
There was a kid Wayne had a year ago that had a nice sounding punt. Good looking kid. Can't remember his name.
I don't know if it was last year, probably 4 or 5 years ago, Kevin. I don't
It
know.
could have
You
been.
might- I think you're getting
I think it was
confused.
probably at least 5 years
Yeah,
ago.
had to have been. Couldn't have been last year.
Oh. From their own 30, trailing Wayne by 2, Linville Sully's ball. Third quarter action.
Dump
Complete
pass.
over the middle near the first down line.
Yeah, that's what got us last year. Those little just bloopers just right over the middle.
And that will be a first down.
Just splitting those cornerbacks and just right over the head of the linebackers.
Caught it on his hip. That probably ought never happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stepping up to the line now under center for, if not the first time, one of the few times, running out wide this way.
Oh.
Oh, stiff arm trying the first time, but Brett Whitehall says you are not going to do that twice on the same play.
Ethan Wyma on the carry. On the tackle, we have Brett Whitehall and
Yeah, pretty solid hit there.
Falcons. That'll make it second
6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 from the 47. Two minutes into the third quarter, Wayne looking to stop the Hawks, and they're going to have a first down here before Halferty can pull him down in Wayne territory at the 44.
Ethan Wyma on the carry. Tackled by Trent Terrell again. First and 10 for the Hawks.
Linville Sully fans rattling the cowbell. The Falcons are looking to silence those.
From the Wayne 43, it'll be 1st and 10. Construction service and supply. From small hand tools to lumber, Allerton Lumber has what you need for your next project. Stop by 220 North Central Avenue. Allerton Lumber, proud sponsor of Falcon football.
Handoff up the
Ball
middle.
is carried loosely, and he gets away with it.
Yeah, Terrell comes in there, tries to strip that ball out, but the good ball control there.
Inside the 40 at the 36, gain of 7.
Ethan Wyma there on the carry. Does a good job. Carries it loosely with one arm, but is able to maintain control.
Second down, Hawks. Driving against the Falcon defense. Wayne up 22-20 with 9:11 left in the third.
Set up on the Falcon 36.
Flag stops this one.
More of those small offsides penalties. Got to clean that up.
That's going to be a procedure or a
It's
encroachment.
It's encroachment. It is on Matt Davis there, number 72. It looks to me like.
That'll move the chains.
Not what the Falcons were looking for.
From Wayne's 31, Linville Sully now has it again with a new set of downs. First down. Running play into the middle, brought down by keeper.
Give up the middle to Slater Young. He's tackled by Chase Keeper. Short gain.
Got a part of a yard, but they're still all the way outside the 30. We'll give him a yard, make it 2nd and 9. Play clock at 15, and they're nearly to the line. He's moving
McFarland
forward. Okay, but he
sets back. Looks to
quarterback
go over
under
the
some
middle.
pressure and eludes it with some speed. Now running to the sidelines, and he's going to get all the way in the end zone. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Running play, quarterback Kenneth McFarland, 30-yard touchdown run. Hardee's puts the biscuit in that basket. And retaking the lead, Linville Sully with 8:02 left in the third. Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt. Coming up. Running the play in, number 7, Connor Maston, freshman. Break huddle with 12. A little bit of confusion, a lot of confusion, and with 2, they do get the snap off, and they complete it. Wow,
It looked to me like
they weren't set.
Yeah, and 2 missed coverages looked to me like cornerback Gunnar Fogel there on the right side. I don't know. I'm not sure. Miscommunication on who had who or what was going on there, but not locked in on that drive.
28-22, Linville Sully leads Wayne. 8:02 left in this third quarter. Everything going the way they want to go right now.
Falcons definitely need a big play here. Unfortunately, though, for the Falcons, Linville knows where not to kick it. So I'm looking again at one of those small kicks.
I'm looking at catching it and not even trying on the back guys to catch it and just lateral to them and let them have it. People's Company kick coming up. Brought to you by local land auctioneer and agent Jared Chambers. Catch him at 641-414-0234. People's Company kick is line drive. And it's through the hands of Kiefer into the end zone for a touchback. Line drive. He tried fielding it at shoulder height from the side and got through and all the way back for a touchback. From their own 20, Wayne will have it.
Yeah, Kevin, that looked like if he would have caught that ball, he would have caught it at the 20. So not a whole lot lost, but wasn't able to gain anything there. So the Falcons bunch it to the left, right. Halford motions, pitch to Kiefer up the left
well
side,
designed,
cuts it back.
and Kiefer gets 7 or 8 there before a one-arm diving ankle tackle.
Yeah, usually when they come at the ankles, he usually can kind of slip out of those.
Chase Kiefer on the sweep.
Where'd they put it? 28, gain of 8, second,
I think it's
27.
27.
Second and 3. Hand off Kiefer again. He's got a first down.
Kiefer up the middle again.
Yep, move those chains.
Allert and Lumber first down for the Falcons. Chase Kiefer on a 4-yard run to the 31.
Around the 31, 32.
Fresh set of downs. Wow, that play clock went quick. 15, and they're at the line, in motion. Now the pitch, Kiefer running right. He's got to get around this guy and now cut it in. He does, and they try to strip it, but he gets across the 35 with it.
Yeah, good solid run there by Chasen Kiefer.
Might have been better off trying to tackle him.
Yeah. Kind of picks out the defenders, able to cut it back, working behind some blockers to get upfield.
Ball's on the 37, gain of 6, second and 4. I think we're getting a steady dose of Chase Kiefer here on this drive.
Motion again.
Oh,
for
no,
Halferty.
monkeying around on that one.
Up the middle goes Brett Whitehall.
Hang around Seth long enough, you learn the terms, folks. Across the 40, gain of 3, but they're shy of the first down.
Jaden Halberty on the carry. Picks up a couple yards, brings up 3rd and 1.
Say Halferty?
Yeah, well,
Okay,
Halford
this is White-
motioned and he came up to
Yeah.
get the first block, but it was Whitehall.
There's a Whitehall keeper all the way, wasn't
Yep.
it? Barely even took a step back.
Same formation, no motion.
Chase Kiefer for
right
the first
up the middle
down.
for sure is going to be.
Chase Kiefer driving.
Allerton Lumber first down for the Falcons. Kiefer gets it across the 45. 5-yard pickup.
There on his ankles to make first contact. 1st and 10 for the Falcons across the 45.
Brett Whitehall gets them all on the same page in the huddle, and they're coming up to the line. Grayson Spencer wide to the left.
Bunch formation to the right. Halferty across, right to left.
You know, that play was supposed to be to the sidelines.
Yep.
Kiefer cut
And he just saw a little bit of a seam, and there was nothing to the sideline, so he cut it up, got what he could.
2nd down and
Yeah, I think a little bit, though. I think maybe, obviously, he sees things differently down there than we can up
He
here.
sees things way differently than I do, that's
Yep.
for sure.
And so, I mean, from here it looks like you get outside the numbers and you have green grass, but before you get to the defenders that are at the numbers, there was obviously a hole and he hit it.
I can't see or run like he can, so
I can't either. I'll stick to broadcasting.
Kiefer spinning and holding it at midfield, gain of 2 on really nothing there, and it looked for a split second, like he could bust out of that, and then it was a foot race.
Yeah, it's really surprising that he didn't because that's definitely a Kiefer quality. Get into a group of guys and kind of just dance around with them, and next thing you know, keeps his balance, and then he's off to the races. So it's kind of surprising he didn't get out there, but the one important thing, though, he maintained control of the ball. So we're going to set it up here. Fogel and Spencer split off to the left. Whitehall under center, I formation.
3rd down
Fake
from
handoff.
midfield.
He's going to
Whitehall tosses it complete, and there's your first down to Halferty up the far sideline, still going out of bounds. Flag down in the middle of the field.
maybe a holding.
I don't know. It's
It was
it's,
downfield.
it's beyond the line of scrimmage,
Could
right?
be a block in the back.
It's
when it's-
probably
when it-
against Wayne. It was complete to Halferty for first down yardage, but the flag sits at the Hawks 46-yard line, and everybody is coming back this way. Here comes the official, another ineligible receiver downfield.
So that's a 5-yard mark off. Down will remain the same. That makes it 3rd and just more than 10.
Ineligible receivers downfield, victimizing the Falcons again.
3rd down. Wayne trailing in the game, 28-22. Dropping back, Whitehall. Pressure, goes down. Nobody was open on that anyway. But you hate to lose the yards.
Whitehall is sacked on that play by Mason Rodabaugh.
Yeah, the clock's ticking down. 3:20 left here in your quarter. The Falcons really got to get something going. Kind of starting the quarter, not really sure how to say it, but just not getting anything going whatsoever. Punt is off. Good spiraling kick.
Backing up to field it inside the 20 and did not outkick his coverage.
Punt is fielded by Kenneth McFarland, and he returns it to where he is tackled.
Yeah, and
by-
fortunately for Fogel there, the wind direction was out of his back and
looks like
got a
Chase
good
Kiefer.
solid boot on it.
The Hawks will get
Got
the
a good
ball
spiral
pushed
up there, and so that wind
25
pushed it down there.
Spotting the ball at the 25. So from his own 38 to the other 25 is a 37-yard punt.
Yeah, it's a good punt.
Wayne on defense. trailing in the game 28-22 with under 3 to go in the third. Running play in the middle of the field, and there's nothing there.
Linville's cheerleaders says boom goes the dynamite, but the Falcons are getting ready to light some dynamite of their own.
You know, they've got the intangibles, the throwing the football, singing the anthem, that kind of thing. Cheering, maybe they're spending too much time on the intangibles.
Yeah.
72 and number 12, Chase Kiefer and Matt Davis.
Loss of 2 on the play, it looks like,
Brings up second down and
from the
12.
23. Second and long for Linville Sully, leading Wayne 28-22 at the moment. And play is blown dead with 0 on a play clock. That's probably going to be a delay. No, procedure call.
Procedure against the Hawks. There'll be a 5-yard mark off. It'll make
Yeah,
it
Kevin, as I look here at the roster, Linville has the same situation with coaching personnel. Their head coach is also their
Jeff
athletic-
Whitehall?
Well,
I thought, man, that was,
their
what a quinky dink.
yeah, the head coach Mike Parkinson's also the AD there. So
Spoke with him earlier in the week, and he was thinking their offense was starting to come around, but the Wayne defense was coming all around the quarterback on that one for the sack.
yeah, the Falcons' offense this season's been stellar. Fourth in Class A as far as total yards. So doing a solid job, but tonight they're just kind of getting.
Can you
slowed
tell,
up.
are we on the 10 there?
And the Hawks need to go out to the 35. So
I'll use the binoculars. 10-yard line.
Okay. That's where the line judge is. Quick pass to the right, dangerous, but it's complete, and will be brought down. Gets a little more than 5.
we have a completed pass to Kenneth McFarland. I think he was tackled by Brady Langloss.
Maybe to the 16 there before Langloss brings him down.
Yep.
Where the
Now they're picking up the ball. I'm not sure.
threw the ball.
Not sure what. Oh, the flag in the offensive backfield. Illegal shift against Linville Sully. Personal foul, roughing the passer, will offset.
All right, I believe we have illegal shift or motion against the Hawks.
Wow.
We got a roughing the passer against the Falcons, so that would be offsetting penalty. So we'll do it again. Third down and a long ways.
So they're back on the 10. It'll be repeating the down basically.
48 seconds.
Third and gobs for Linville Sully.
Falcons got to get a stop here. Try to get a
Low
safety.
snap.
Oh,
And throws over the middle is complete, and slipping as he tried to cut back to the sideline. Man, they got lucky to even get that off, let alone complete.
yeah, Whitehall spider leaps into McFarland right after he gets the ball off.
You know, that's about the same amount of gain or loss as they would have had on the other play
Right.
Punt formation for the Hawks.
at about the 16. Getting their personnel in. Play clock down to 5. And I think we're going to have a timeout to save a 5-yard penalty here. Oh, the quarter has run out. That's the end of the third quarter.
Bring our third quarter to a close.
With Wayne trailing 28-22.
Well, jump around is being played, and the Falcons are going to get ready to jump around all over the scoreboard here in the fourth quarter.
Well, they've got Linville Sully pinned deep at their own 16 in fourth, and well, they got to get all the way to the 35. So you don't dare, fake a punt in a close game like this, deep in your own territory.
Right, yeah.
Or do you?
I don't think so.
I don't.
No.
But,
You're only up by 6, and you're in a position here where if a fake punt goes wrong, it's gonna be really bad.
Gobin Automotive is owned and operated by Andrew Gobin, Ford Senior Master Tech, 19 years of experience in auto repair. Call 641-872-2338. Gobin Automotive, 610 West Maple in Corydon. Kiefer and Jacobson standing in around midfield, awaiting the punt. Low snap, but fielded cleanly, and a line drive will one hop be fielded by Kiefer at his own 46. Cross midfield and pushed out of bounds inside the 40.
Yeah, good solid run there. Got some blockers out in front of him. Gonna do everything they can to keep it away from Jacobson on those punts. But, I mean, fortunately
Pick
for
your poison, I guess.
Fortunately for the Falcons, if they kick away from Jacobson, you kick into chasing Kiefer. So
about an 18-yard return to the 36
Fogel
of the Hawks.
Splits off to the right, off the line. Ibacks pitch off to the right to Kiefer. He's going to try to cut it back. Maybe he should have got outside.
Oh, no. He
Brings
should
it
do
back
just
over the
that.
middle.
Stiff arm switches to his left hand.
He's in.
He is in there. Biscuit in the basket looking for some yella, and I don't see it. No yella means the fella is in. 36-yard touchdown run. Ran the punt back and then ran it in on the first play.
Yep, and there we go. 28-28.
Touchdown Falcons.
Looking to get 2 more here.
Ties the score, and the Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt will mean something here with 11:37 to go in the game. For the lead, in motion. Pitch, Kiefer running it up the middle and over somebody diving, and the line judge quick to say no. All the Wayne players are pointing at where Kiefer landed with the ball, but he was quick to say no, you didn't make it.
Yeah, kind of taken out at the knees, just a yard short there.
We're tied, 28 all.
Yeah, and even though the game overlook, I guess, as you preview the game, you'd have said, we caught ourselves saying that, well, this Falcon team, based on the paper and statistics, numbers don't generally lie. The Falcons should have came in here and be up a couple, 3 touchdowns maybe.
Well,
But
you would
this is a
have thought
district-
Wayne could run the ball on him,
Right,
and they are running the ball on him. I mean, that was a one-play 36-yard touchdown drive, and he's got 36, 40, 50, 63 yards. He's getting up close to 200, and we're just barely into the fourth quarter. People's Company kick is a bouncer caught at the 19.
Stood up there about the 34-yard line. Yeah, but Kevin, you can't ask much more out of a district competition. I mean, this is the kind of football you want to see when it comes to district
play a close game in the fourth quarter. Yeah, absolutely.
And as far as the points going forward, as far as standings that count up towards postseason play, these type of games matter when when it's a competitive game, and then whoever comes out on top hopefully gives a little bit of an edge to points. McFarland under center, hands off.
Oh, and he gets through the line clean. Kiefer rides him the last few yards, but he's going to have a big gain, not enough for a first down, but a good run on first down. Pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, yeah, coming into the game, we thought Wayne could run the ball effectively, and they have. if they held on to it, they would do well, but they've got a couple of critical fumbles. One on a really bad snap on a punt.
Yeah, ball control and small penalties
That'll move the chains.
basically have hurt the Falcons here tonight.
4-yard pickup. First and 10 from their own 46. Tie ball game, 28 all. Fourth quarter, 10:38 left in it.
Yeah, this is going to be really fun way to end this game. I formation, double split to the right.
Handoff, he's
up
got
the middle.
room. Langloss again. They're starting to get that initial push and get some good yardage here.
Yeah, kind of exploding up the middle. There seems to be a little bit of a gap on the left side. The last two running plays have been up the middle, but on the right side of the field here, closest to the stands.
11-yard pickup makes it first and 10. Linville Sully at the Falcon 43. Tie game, under 10 to go. Handoff up the middle.
Same place, but the Falcons do what they can to close that gap quickly.
He got about 3 on that.
Grayson Spencer and Jaden Halferty. Gain of 3, second down and 7.
Our video's a little blurry.
Operator error.
Probably. Oh, there we go. I think I was just looking at it.
Pitch left, and he gets around the end, but he's stacked up by the linebackers.
Not going to get that. Good effort by the Falcons to get a couple guys in there to make sure that he doesn't get any forward progress. Get him stood up there before he can get across the first down.
Picks up 4.
I guess it's farther than I thought it was.
It'd be third down now. From the 36, got to get to the 33 for a first down. Grinding the ball, running the clock. 2 players in motion at the same time. Now they're set, and the snap. Pitch to the near side. Out of bounds.
Ethan Wyma on the sweep. He's tackled by Dayton Jacobson here on this sideline.
Spotting it
Brings up third down.
right around the same line of scrimmage. It'll be fourth down.
About 4, I should say.
Yeah, Kevin, as we're in the fourth quarter, we're nearing the end of the game, which would be bringing up a player of the game. Langloss coming out and having a stellar second half with very good defensive
This is a huge
efforts.
play. This is 4th and 4. They keep the ball, run more time off. You know, the drive could end in a score, or if Wayne can stop them here.
Oh,
Flag comes down. The play clock's at 0.
but they're going to say
And
the timeout.
Linville Sully.
Timeout is given to Linville Sully with 8:26 left in the game,
That's twice.
or in the fourth quarter.
That's twice now that there's been flags thrown at the same time that supposedly Linville has a.
Well,
has a
the
timeout.
flag's being thrown in the defensive secondary, and I imagine the coach on the sideline is calling timeout with the line judge
okay.
over here is probably the way that one's going. But it's a timeout, a Wayne County Hospital timeout dedicated to providing quality health care close to home, serving the region, caring for you at the Wayne County Hospital. And again, we are at 28-28 with 8:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. We're in Sully. Linville Sully Hawks, Wayne Falcons tied up late in the game. Get your pharmacy needs met at Hy-Vee Main Street in Corden with in-store and drive-through services available. Tell them thanks for sponsoring Falcon football here on the Quattro. All right, so I'm going to guess they're within 5. They're going to try to get Wayne to try to draw them off sides if they can. It's worked once or twice.
Yeah, the Falcons
And
are
now
prone
now
to
they're
coming
spreading
off.
out a little bit too to keep from bunching in the middle. Short drop, throws over the middle to a wide
Oh,
open runner.
no.
He was just unguarded. There was nobody guarding him. 36-yard touchdown pass.
Just a complete blown coverage.
Yeah.
No one there.
No one there.
I think it,
8:20 to go in the game.
pains to say this, but it was a good call by Linville. They split those guys, trips off to the left, and split them out farther, almost to the outside of that left hash. And then they just had that guy sneak in off the side there.
It's a communication issue, I think, isn't it? I mean, it's got to be.
Oh, and there's a
Somebody has to-
flag down on Linville. Taps the head. Is that unsportsmanlike or is?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen a signal. He went like this. That's an ineligible receiver. That's been called a couple times against Wayne, so obviously they're watching for it. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, you can explain it on this side.
Yeah. You'd think they'd go over to each sideline and explain whatever it is going on. And maybe they will now let Coach Whitehall in on what the call is. But somebody needs to signal somewhere, and haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, poor communication tonight.
The official holding the ball is at around the 35. The line of scrimmage was the 36.
That's been brought up here to the press box. So if you lost a lot of coins, you might want to come up.
Did
here
you
and
lose any
try
coins, Kevin?
I've been told I have no sense whatsoever.
And we will be glad to return to you if you are the proper owner.
But I will contribute to the fund if we're in need here. He's standing on the 35. Line of scrimmage was the 36. Which seems to have crept a little further down the field, looking at the far sideline. I don't know if those people had already taken off with the sticks or... Now again, huddling. It's an ineligible receiver downfield against Linville Sully, and that will negate the touchdown.
Well, that's-
wipe that one back off,
That is a huge break for
at
the
least for the
Falcons.
moment.
If I'm the Falcons, I know the next time they come up in that same exact formation, you know what they're doing. So you got to be aware of that.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
Appears to be that the Linville fans don't quite agree with that. but
Well, I
don't know. I don't understand why. I mean,
I probably wouldn't.
yeah.
But the ball is now being spotted at the Linville Sully 41-yard line. And it will again be 4th down.
So where was the ball previously?
The ball was
spotted?
on the 36, and it must be a 5-yard penalty for the ineligible receiver downfield. 4th down, and what was a big play is now a whole lot bigger, having seen what could happen to you,
Right.
getting a second chance.
You lose 5 yards and a touchdown. That
Well,
touchdown
I'm
was- I mean,
thinking if, from the point of view of the Falcon defense, you have to have a sense of, okay, we got lucky, but we made a mistake.
right.
Let's not do that again.
Yeah, now you know what you got to look for.
Trips
They're
out to the
They're
left.
in that same formation.
And quick pass, backward pass. He's going to throw it. He throws it long and incomplete.
I'm surprised he didn't throw the flag there.
And they're all begging for it, but they're not getting it.
That was a good play. I mean, it did get a little dicey
Turnover
there. It
on
was
down.
close. It was close.
Second pass, or a backward pass first, followed by another pass from Kent McFarland downfield.
Well, the Falcons get lucky on that penalty.
First down.
Big play with 8:14 to go in the game.
if you're the Falcons here, you try to take off as much time as you possibly can.
Nope. Score on the first play if you can. Score, and then get the ball back and score again. That's my motto. Score every time. Kiefer, the deep back behind Whitehall.
Yeah, but if you're going to try to score fast, make sure you're conservative of the ball.
Yeah, you give it
Keep
to that
control.
guy and let him do his thing. Here's his thing. Chasing Kiefer inside the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that man's got his legs on tonight. Second half, he's definitely had some larger runs, getting some open field.
And generally speaking, most people don't want the runs, but he got it clear down to the 33.
Right.
So 9 and 17 is a 26-yard pickup on first down for another Allerton Lumber first down for Chasing Kiefer. Ball's at the 33-yard line of Linville Sully Hawks.
I formation, quarterback under center.
Hands
Hands
it
off
off
to Kiefer,
and
bounces
immediately
off and tackles,
comes back.
Stiff arms. Oh my, he's up the
Two
left side.
stiff arms,
Breaking
three stiff
tackles.
arms.
Dodge, duck,
Dip, dive,
and
and dodge.
There we go. Spinning around, breaking tackles. Linville chasing Kiefer.
If you can dodge a wrench, you still can't dodge a Kiefer.
That's for sure. He's going to come after you. Now, so
Inside the 20 to the 19, 14-yard pickup there, and another Allerton Lumber first down for the Falcons.
Kiefer's going to chase a little bit of a break here, and Dayton's going to come in. I formation, Brett under center.
He's not
Hands
as
off
deep.
to Jacobson up the middle.
Spinning
around.
Running backwards.
These are just two kids.
He's not even a yard behind the fullback.
No.
Picks up 5, 2nd and 5 from the 14.
These are two kids that when they get the ball, you better watch out because they're going to come right at you, and they don't care who you are, how big you are, how small you are. They're going to just run you over.
Yeah, sometimes you might want to run around them.
Right.
But, or run right by him. Look at that. Halferty's there, and
Yeah,
Kiefer,
he's basically sitting on top of him.
Jacobson right there. He'll be brought down after a very short gain.
Yeah, maybe do you think if he sets up a little bit, and now maybe that's where Coach Whitehall has him lined up.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Right.
So
Possibly, maybe, I don't really know much about it, but he could have.
Wayne and Linville Sully tied at 28 with 6 to go. We're halfway through the fourth quarter. Big play on third down. Pitch. Kiefer running right. Now he's going to stop, cut him back.
Oh, my.
And diving for the last yard, but he's going to be short of the first down. Chasing Kiefer.
Chase Kiefer on the carry and Peyton Van Wyk on the tackle.
Wow.
Brings up fourth down.
What, that was not a kind spot at all.
No.
Gain of 1 to the 12.
Yeah, Linville Sully number 21.
Got to get to the 9 for the first down. They're 3 yards short. Fourth down, Wayne. Awaiting the play in, and as the play clock now at 10, they're going to need to burn the Wayne County Hospital timeout. And I think they're going to, as it gets down to 2, and they're not even in the huddle, let alone out of it. Wayne County Hospital, dedicated to providing quality health care close to home, serving the region, caring for you. And we're at a tie game. Wayne deep in Linville Sully territory, but it's 4th and 3, and we'll see what they're going to do in just a moment. The staff at Thomas Funeral Home will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. It can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Shivers Manufacturing and Country Clipper Mowers, calling Corydon home since 1968. Visit shivers.com/careers to learn about available employment opportunities today. All right. So, do you run that monkey play? You need a good 3, yeah.
Right. I think 3 yards maybe could be a little too far because
that's about the stretch of it, yeah.
in previous plays here, they've been working Kiefer and Jacobson off to the right and to the left side, and they've been getting it probably about an average of 3 yards.
Whitehall under center.
I formation, handoff to Kiefer. He's going to get the 3 yards.
Oh, he's
bounces
got
off
it.
A tackle.
Hold
He's
on to the
pushing.
ball.
Down to the 5-yard line goes
Jason
Chasen Kiefer, running over multiple Linville Sully defenders.
On the carry.
Chasen's going to pick up a guy he just smoked.
First down.
7-yard pickup there gives an Allerton Lumber first down for the Falcons. First and goal at the 5.
Peyton Van Wyck walking a little gingerly.
Wyke.
Wyke.
We like. Wayne tied in the game right now. 4:44 to go in the game. 28 all. Falcons within 5 yards of taking the lead. Kiefer will push it to the 2.
Chase Kiefer up the middle. Tackled by Chance Stock and James Frazier and Jacob DeHoot. Looks like the
Second and goal from the 2.
3.
They want that clock running now. They want it running and running and running. Brett Whitehall will watch that play clock get down to about 5 probably before he snaps it and then hands it off to number 12 behind him, the only back behind him. Pitches it instead. Now cutting it back and diving and stopped short, but it'll be third down inside the 5. Where do they put it? Put it at the 3, loss of a yard.
Yeah, he kind of got the ball, and as he cut back,
They don't like dives.
no.
They put the ball like we're somewhere around the knees.
You know, I'm thinking you
Third
break-
and goal, Wayne at the 3.
I'm thinking you try to break something to the outside as the Falcons.
Now keep it yourself, Monkey. Right here. Whitehall up the middle, getting a little push. Carpenter thinks he's in, but he's the only one in black and white. There is fourth down. Is it at the 1?
Yeah, could be even the half-yard line if you go with that. So this is a definite monkey.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Get up on there.
Falcons aren't going to monkey around here. They're going to try to pound it right into him.
Game clock is under 2:40, and I think they're going to call their final Wayne County Hospital timeout. There it is. Dedicated to providing quality health care close to home, serving the region, caring for you. Wayne County Hospital, we are at timeout. That's their second of the half. They have 1 left. Linville Sully with 2 remaining timeouts. Here's the setup, 28-28. Wayne's ball at the Linville Sully 1-yard line, 4th down and goal to go with 2:36 left in the ball game, or in the 4th quarter. I guess we have yet to see if it will be the ball game. There is overtime in high school football in Iowa. So
Yeah, Kevin, depending here, assuming we get this touchdown, we got to get the 2 points, but then you have to be smart on the defensive side of the ball and make sure that any opportunity for Linville to have a passing completion make sure that there's no chance for that. You got to shut it down.
do you just pin your ears back and come after the quarterback in a situation like that?
I think so, and then just make sure that your cornerbacks have everything else locked down on the outside part of the field.
Look for Whitehall up the middle. There it is. He's getting a push,
Yeah,
a
he
big
got it.
push. Big push by the Falcon line.
As he puts the biscuit into the basket, the Falcons.
Brett Whitehall with the 1-yard touchdown run gives Wayne the lead late in the game.
34-28. At once in the 4th quarter, Linville was up 34-28.
At one
the
time.
penalty,
It was on the
tables
scoreboard
are
and
turned
everything.
now, and the Falcons are up 34-28. They're going to set it up here to get the 2-point conversion.
There was no ineligible receiver downfield on that one.
No, there wasn't.
Whitehall Takes the snap, pitches to Kiefer, coming to the left side. He's going to have it.
Walks it
Flag
in.
down at the very end of the play. Hold against Wayne. They're going to do it again. That flag wasn't thrown till he was across the goal line.
What was the holding?
Holding in the offensive backfield.
Hmm.
The flag was in his pants when Kiefer crossed the line,
Yeah.
and then it came a flying.
Kind of funny how that works.
Well, maybe he's just slow.
Yeah.
Indication is holding
Well.
against the Falcons.
Yeah, we're on radio. I'll keep some
Okay,
comments to myself.
now your Thomas Funeral Home PAT attempt will come from the 13.
Make things a little harder here.
Interesting, anyway. Again, 2:31 left in the game.
No.
Wayne up 6 right now, 34-28.
Have to complete this.
Whitehall getting everyone set.
I formation, double
Steps
split
up.
to the right. Grayson Spencer on the left. He drops back, looks over the middle, dumps it off, incomplete.
Incomplete. PAT fails.
Whitehall cross for the 2-point conversion is in.
Wayne up 34-28.
2 minutes and 31 seconds left here in your game. The Falcons have to be smart. Now, Linville doesn't have that much time to work with, but the Falcons have to take this kick and have to boot it. Get it down the field, get your guys down there, make a play. Don't let them get a very good run back, and have your defense do their thing.
If you can limit the kick return and then take away big plays.
Take away the passing game too.
with
Because that's what-
two, if no big plays, no double-digit yardage plays, then it'll take 2.5 minutes to move it down the field, even with 2 timeouts. But they did leave the door open by failing on or being stopped, I guess, on the PAT attempt. Halferty has somewhat of a missile setup.
Right. Linville's going to set up 4-1-2-3-1.
You got to have 5 on the line, don't you?
Yeah, but I think that one guy backed off is.
Jaden Halferty gets off the
Oh
field.
boy. Uh-oh.
Fielded by Slater Young.
Don't you have to have 5 on the 50?
I would have thought so.
So the Hawks will have good field position here at
Now, that
the
wasn't.
47-yard line, first and 10.
It was a missile kick, not where it needed to go. That's going to set them up with field position.
Maybe I just don't understand the rules here. And based upon where that was kicked, but I really thought you
Yeah,
had
I'm
to have
pretty-
5 guys 10 yards from the ball.
Yeah, I'm surprised Coach Whitehall didn't mention that. All right.
Here
Falcon
comes
defense.
first down and 10. Linville Sully trailing Wayne by 6. Not a great snap. Throws it over the middle, incomplete. Knocked away. Terrell and Langloss defending on the play. Second down, Linville Sully.
Yeah, the Falcons just got to do a good job here, take away those over the middle passes and make sure there's no outside runs to get away from them. Shut everything down. Be smart. Think about what you're doing. Take care of business.
Play clock at 18 as they get to the huddle. 16 now. And was he in the huddle? Can you need to get those guys in and out? Ball's on the left hash.
4, 3, ball snap.
Ball's
on the ground.
loose on the ground, but covered by Linville Sully at the 45. Short loss on the play.
Brings up third down now and 12.
Falcons
From
done a
their
good
own
job
45. Third down, Linville Sully. Big play coming up. 2:05, 2:04 left in fourth quarter.
2 minutes now.
Everybody on the field is pretty well gassed, but they're also playing on adrenaline right now. And Wayne looks at 3 receivers coming out to the right hash, and they pass is complete, and now trying to get back to the middle of the field, but he's brought down
Yeah, it's
short
gonna
of
be fourth down.
midfield.
They're going to have to go for it. A minute 40 left.
I'm thinking they're looking at a timeout, probably.
Yep.
Number 24. That's Brady Langloss. Brings up a 4th down and 7.
Okay, now we've said this a few times already, but this is a, this is a big play.
Yeah.
This is probably the biggest. This is the game if they don't get. Let's see. From the 40, they got to get to their own 40 or the Wayne 43 or so. So they need 8 yards, 4th and 8.
Mm-hmm. So from what the scoreboard says,
1:37 will be the time at the snap of this play after the Wayne County Hospital timeout. Dedicated to providing quality health care close to home, serving the region, caring for you. The Wayne County Hospital. Falcon defense is there. They're fired up. Wow. All right, everybody's talking to each other and trying to encourage and
yeah, this is going to be a crazy play. So for all of you that are watching,
they're well off the receivers.
it's going to get crazy here.
And low snap,
Ball's
fumbled.
on the ground.
And Kiefer chasing the quarterback. He's going to run for it, and he's going to be tackled short. It is no flags on the play. Wayne will take over on the turnover on downs.
And short of the 1st down area, so the ball.
The spot will be in Falcon territory at about the 47, so a gain of 4 on the play is not enough.
In on the tackle, open field right there on the sidelines.
With 1:30 to go in the game, Wayne takes over the ball, leading 34-28. Linville Sully still has a timeout left, but
Not much use. I mean, it's
they don't have 3. Yeah. Brett Whitehall under center will he'll just keep it himself and run it forward.
yeah. Brett's the one that made the tackle.
Give up the middle.
Solid effort tonight by the Falcons. They get down.
Up 2nd down.
They don't
and
quit.
9.
They keep fighting. They get back up. Game gets tied multiple times.
Minute 6 left, and Coach Jeff Whitehall sends in the play with his senior quarterback son. Vogel deep. Playing center field.
Victory formation. That is a play that throughout the week, usually on Wednesday and Thursday, that is the key play to practice at practice. Victory formation, you practice it. Because at the end of the week, that's where you want to be.
And the timeout comes with 42 seconds left in the ball game. Hy-Vee Distribution Center in Sheraton will have open interviews on Thursdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Now hiring for part-time warehouse order selectors, first and second shifts, and part-time truck drivers. Please apply online at www.hyvee.com and come to open interviews. Hy-Vee is an equal opportunity employer. Hicks Realty LLC is located in Wayne County with a home office in Allerton. Kim helps with all real estate needs, farms, homes, commercial, you name it, Kim does it all. Strength in all fields, describes it well, and is what it takes to continuously have happy buyers and sellers. Hicks Realty takes pride in every transaction, big or small. Call broker owner Kim Hicks at 895-8471 and check out the website at hicksrealtyllc.com. Here comes what is probably the final snap of the game. Whitehall takes a couple steps back and then drops to a knee, taking a couple extra seconds off the clock. And see how quickly they spot it now. Put it right down, start that play clock, which is a bigger number than the game clock, so that will end it. We will watch as the final 15 seconds tick off. Can we get that on there? It's going to be too bright with the lights back there. But 4-3, and that will conclude tonight's ball game.
Your Falcons come up to Sully, take care of the blue.
Wayne wins 2 homecomings in a row.
Ball game to will close.
This one in Sully
To,
and over the Hawks.
wish the Wayne Falcons good luck the rest of the season. Please drive carefully on
34-28
We also want to
is your
applaud
final
our
score.
Hawks
We'll
for
get
their
that
good
on Score Stream here and
performance in this ball game. So good job by our young team.
and do some checking on some other ones if we can. They're not being updated. It's still a first quarter score, but PCM and Sheraton in homecoming for the Chargers, 7-7 first quarter score, so that's kind of old. Pella up 10-0 on Knoxville in the third, last report. Williamsburg whooping on Davis County 42-6 at half. Pekin 18, Cardinal 6, third quarter.
For trash and litter, if you could do that, that would certainly help out our staff here.
Shout out back home to Corden. Middlebrooks tuning in back there in Corden. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
You betcha.
Hope everybody stayed safe through the storms that were happening in Corden, and hope everybody's doing well.
Did you play with Jared today?
I did not.
Oh. You would have beat him, wouldn't you?
Oh, I don't know. Jared's pretty good.
Yes, he is. He's a good golfer. All right, we're going to tally up some Miles Law Firm stats here. So why don't you go ahead and kind of set the stage for next week when the Falcons will head back home. And the North Mahaska will be there. What are they? Some kind of warrior Indians? Warriors, wasn't it?
I'm honestly not for sure what their mascot is. But either
something
way,
or others.
Yeah, the Falcons, they needed this. This was, I mean, I think this is as big of a game as any that they've played. It doesn't matter, yeah, homecoming you need to win, but that type of caliber of a game or team that they were facing, is definitely not quite as good as what they faced tonight as far as a challenge goes. So tonight for them to start their game down, it shows a lot of heart. It kind of shows who the team is. They didn't quit, and that's been kind of a reoccurring theme with Falcon football teams within the last 6, I don't know, I'd say 8 years probably, 8, 9, maybe 10 years. Doesn't matter what the situation is, don't quit, don't give up. And the Falcons are definitely not giving up. They keep playing hard, and going to be back next week. Looking to do some more and have a good week of practice. Definitely work on keeping some of the small penalties, just the same fundamental things. Work on the small things and just keep building. Keep building.
Hey, we're here at the Hicks Realty post-game show. Falcons come out on top 34-28 over Linville Sully Hawks tonight. Unofficially second half, I've got Jason Kiefer with 14 carries. 113 yards, 1 touchdown in the second half. So combining that for the game, 27 carries, 239 yards, and 3 touchdowns. We're going to move the camera, and we're going to watch and just see. I think you're going to need to put the top in first, but I want to see if that window goes out and down, or if we can. That would be in the back one, yes, toward the field. There. Now if we can go up. But I think we might need to come down this way with it. Yep. Yep.
Well, you have all this experience.
Yeah, that's all right.
But I think it goes this way because it gets locked.
Yep, the lock's in the middle. But that one goes in on this side easier.
Okay. Well, it's not going to go anywhere because I got that one in.
Yeah, we're safe from dropping one out into the stands now, which was my fear, taking him out and now putting him back. I think that's the right way.
Yeah, it's this is
Ooh. No, we didn't see that. And don't put the camera on that. Okay, again, Wayne 34, Linville Sully 28. Closer on the scoreboard than people like me thought it might be. Linville Sully played a great game on their homecoming, and certainly they're getting better each week. Hopefully they will get a lot better between this week and next when they play Central Decatur.
Sure. Yeah, no, them taking care of business against Central Decatur. Is that game down there?
That game is in Leon next week, homecoming
There.
for the Cardinals.
Yeah, so things are going to be boisterous down there in Leon. Hopefully, if you're a Falcon fan, you're wanting Linville to take care of business down there. That'd be the best situation and scenario for the Falcons going forward for district play and points for postseason.
Hey, we got it. We are in the track. Can't stop us now. Okay, so we have a final. We've got, again, for Chase Kiefer, unofficially 27 carries, 239 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So touchdown runs of 20 and 76 yards in the first half, converted on both those PATs. He did as well. And 36 yards in the second half. And that was the PAT where he dove, and the Falcons all thought he had it, but the officials were very quick to say, nope, didn't have it. And then the final touchdown, the Thomas Funeral Home PAT, was negated. Kiefer made it into the end zone, but there was a hold on the play, backing him up, and then the next attempt was incomplete, making your final score 34-28 as they stopped him 4 and out on the game's final drive.
Yeah, a lot of heart shown there by the Falcons to hold it together, make some adjustments, and when Linville tried to come back at us with some passes there towards the end of the fourth quarter, we shut them down and made sure that they didn't have that opportunity. So we going to take home the victory tonight, 34-28, here from Sully. Some postseason, well, not postseason, regular season baseball games coming into score.
Good news, bad news for Seth. Brewers are way behind the Rockies in the bottom of the 7th, and the Cubs and Cardinals are tied at 1 in the 6th. Bottom of the 6th with 2 on, 2 out for the Cardinals. So
definitely won't sing it, but Chicago needs a win today. So
we might sing.
Yeah, you can sing. I'm not going to participate.
Well, the mics will be off. It'll be in the car on the way home.
Well, that's fine, but it's against my religion.
his anti-Cubs religion.
Yep.
Okay, we'll deal with that on the way home. I mean, it's a long walk back to Corydon, so.
Yeah.
Alrighty, folks, we were so glad you're here and hope that everyone back in Wayne County is safe. There was some strong weather there, and so hopefully wherever you are, that's safe. But glad you were with us here in Sully tonight as the Falcons pick up another road win and move their record to 4-2. So 4-2 with their next 2 games against competition that wouldn't give the appearance of being really good. We'll wave at the camera. Didn't know it was on us here.
Player of the game, Kevin, who do you think? I think Whitehall is probably going to be. I mean, he just solid performance all the way through the game, but Lang lost Kiefer.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with picking several different players. I was impressed by a couple of runs in particular by Chase Kiefer, and obviously a 76-yard touchdown where you just outrun the whole team is impressive. But in the second half, late on this drive, and right here in front of us, where he stiff-armed 3 guys in a row.
Yeah, he laid a lot of guys out.
Yeah, that was pretty hard to overlook too. So I'm not sure. And like you said, lots of guys played well. Dayton Jacobson, Brady Langloss, who looked to be injured rather significantly last week, came back with crutches, taken away for X-rays, and played tonight. And then he had to do some. That was the same leg. He kicked off, or no, Halford kicked.
No, it was Halford.
Halford kicked off, and did a good job at that. So they never.
Yeah, and as far as special teams go, kicking and punting didn't have Jackson there.
Yeah.
So those guys stepping
up and
filling
in,
in,
and doing a good job. Fogel on the punts had one that was really nice, going toward the east, and Fogel with some nice defensive plays in the secondary. So again, your call. I don't think you can go wrong with anybody.
No, I think when it comes down to it, it's just going to be a team performance.
Yeah, Luke Carpenter with another great game in the interior of both lines, and fired up early on with some defensive plays, and then opening up some holes for the backs later on. Whitehall getting the passing game loosened up a little bit. It's certainly putting the fear in some teams down the road, with Dayton Jacobson streaking down the middle of the field and Brett being able to hit him over the top. That adds a whole different dimension as well.
Yeah, definitely opening up game in the air. That's been something they haven't really done. They've done some smaller passes over the middle and things, but this time actually airing it out rather than just pounding it on the ground. It's good to see.
You bet. Want to thank all you folks for listening, but some great sponsors for being with us this year, including Allerton Lumber, Court and Farm Bureau agent Troy Umbenhauer, the Law Office of Jenna K. Lane, Court and State Bank, Coddington Incorporated, bringing you the Coddington scoreboard all game long, all season long, Great Western Bank, Gobin Automotive, Wayne County Hospital, Court and Hy-Vee, People's Company, and agent Jared Chambers, Thomas Funeral Home, Shivers Manufacturing, Miles Law Firm, attorney Alan Wilson, Hicks Realty LLC, Hy-Vee Distribution Center, and Hardee's for sponsoring touchdowns all season long for the Falcons, and 5 of them were enough to we had 5 touchdowns tonight. Chase Keeper with 3 of them, and Brett Whitehall running in 1 and passing for the other to Dayton Jacobson on a 68-yard down the middle pass play in the Falcons' second possession of the game. 3:14 left in the first quarter, and to get them on the board, and they just hung in there. And even though they fell behind and clearly were not performing the way they could,
yeah, they
did enough to win the game.
Yeah, they weren't on all cylinders at the beginning of the game. A little lackadaisical, maybe just tired or relaxed, getting off the bus, not ready to go, but they did what it takes. It doesn't matter how you get to it, how it's done, but at the end of the game, when the final whistle blows, we come out on top, 34-28. So,
well, folks, we got to get back in our bus and head back toward Wayne County, and hopefully all of you are there and safe. But we're going to wrap this up from Linville Sully tonight, where the Falcons beat the Hawks 34-28, and moved to 1-0 in the district, and will play at home against North Mahaska next week. We will be there. Hope you are too. But until then, we're going to